Greetings, everyone. Hope you all doing all right. Another live stream here with coverage, ongoing coverage of Umar Johnson. I have two earbuds in for this live stream because we're going to be listening to some. I was going to watch a video, but we're going to be listening to audio. And I did my best to make audio corrections, if you will, because in this video, Umar is talking to a woman. She's further away from the phone microphone, and so you can't hear her as well. I did my best to adjust. But in this case, it would be best if you have headphones, you use headphones. If you have earbuds, use your earbuds to be able to hear. I'll do my best to kind of explain the conversation. It's a very important conversation. In fact, I consider this particular video to be the most tragic video of all of the videos that I've covered dealing with Umar Johnson. And it goes to show you that there are real life consequences for individuals who believe in scams, who believe in scam artists, in charlatans, in fake guru or figures, who believe in FDMG's coming. It's like a cult type of a mentality. There are real world, real life consequences, and this particular video right here is one of it is, in my opinion, the most tragic video that I've seen dealing with FDMG. Now, before we watch the video, I want to say this, that timeline is very important when you deal with charlatans. If you're dealing with scam artists, you have to understand the timeline. Umar started this school scam going back, FDMG school scam going back to 2010. He had posted on his Facebook page that the school was going to open in 2013. We're now in 2024. He's been collecting money now. It's the St. Paul school scam started. That was in 2014. It's been 10 years, but he was taking money for various projects going all the way back to 2009. Here we are 14 years later, and there's still no school. Understanding the timeline, the particular video that we're going to watch today is from 2021, December. It appeared online December 12th, 2021. And I'm going to ask everyone inside the chat room, not everyone, but at least a few of you, if there are things that I can't hear as we're watching this and you can hear, if you can type it in the chat room, specifically dealing with the mother who confronts Umar about FDMG. Okay, let me pull it up because I want to get into this. Welcome, Swirl Girl. Thank you for being here. And Tata's in the building. And Adriana, thank you for being here in the 185. Thank you. And Ghosts. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning on. Truth Using Logic. Okay. All right. Let's pull this up. Here we go. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio. I boosted the audio. So let me know if his voice is a lot louder than mine. If it is, I can turn his down. Okay. How's it going, brother Jose? What's up, Stash?
Peace and Pan Africanism. Peace and Pan Africanism.
Yeah, it seems pretty loud. Let me turn it down for my earbuds, but let me know if it's a lot louder than my actual voice from what you guys are hearing. Okay.
Peace and Pan Africanism. Peace and Pan Africanism. It's the Prince of Pan Africanism. We live and direct. Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, getting that work in, brothers and sisters. We getting that work in. We getting that work in. Ifa Tunde Avenue, Dr. Papa Boulevard.
Yeah, this is from December 12th, 2021. Okay, same thing. You hear it all over. Oh, it's okay, cool. It's all good. Yeah, he started off sniffing. All right. This is when he was more active up at the trap bandos, trying to get money out of people. These days, not so much. He hasn't live streamed up there in over 6 months. Okay, cool. Thank you, Scorpio girl. You're doing. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Lord is good. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Thanks, X Freeman Spragonito. Okay, here we go. We are back. Yeah, we back to back. We're going to live stream tomorrow during the day too as well. So we can look forward to that. Here we go.
We getting that work in, brothers and sisters. Mark your calendars. Saturday, September the 10th, 2nd annual Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy Unapologetically African Family First Festival is going down, brothers and sisters. Saturday, September the 10th. I'm at the school now trying to get the renovations done, brothers and sisters. I'm at the school now trying to get the renovations done, brothers and sisters. Your school, my school, our school. I said your school, my school, our school. You gotta hit the Cash App for FDMG, $ FDMG school. You gotta hit the Cash App for FDMG, $ FDMG school. You gotta hit the Cash App.
Yeah, by the way, we covered this earlier today. He did change the name to the Reafricanization, was it Reafricanization Center Academy? No, it was, what was it? I've already forgot. See, he has called it the Reafricanization Academy, but he called it something else. Yeah, this is going to stay up. Yeah, this is going to be for everybody, Roxy. Because everyone needs to see this, because this is a perfect example of the damage that Umar Johnson is causing out here in these streets by promising to open up a school for Black boys over the last 14 years. He's caused some serious damage. And I'm not just talking financial. There's human capital involved in this too. It's affected people's lives. And this is a perfect example. Perfect example. Yeah, the Honorable Marcus Garvey Reafricanization Society Academy. That's what the new name is based on what we watched earlier today. yeah, he called it a society. I don't know what in the world. I don't know what in the world. And no, you're not a descendant, so cut it out. Yeah, they do. They look horrible. The buildings look worse now than they ever did before. Okay, here we go.
For FDMG, $ FDMG school. This is the kingdom of Ifa Tunde, brothers and sisters. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG school. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal. Yes. How can I help you, young lady? How you doing there, beautiful?
I've been waiting for you to open a school for my son for like 3 years.
We work.
You hear what she said? She said, I've been waiting for you to open up this school for my son for 3 years. Tragic. Umar has no shame either. No shame. And he's still going, this is still going on to this day. It's 2024. This video is from 2021, December 12th, 2021. We're in 2024, y'all. Look at it. And it's still going on. But it gets watch what she says. It's so sad.
Cash App, $ FDMG school. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal. Yes. How can I help you, young lady? How you doing there, beautiful?
I've been waiting for you to open a school for my son for like 3 years.
We working on it. It'll be 3 years in February.
3 years. He says it's going to be 3 years in February. Okay. He purchased these abandoned buildings in 2019, February 2019. This video is from December 12th, 2021, and it's still going on. Thank you so much, Mal B, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. We've got an Umar Johnson archive for members, additional videos as well. We do live streams for members every once in a while too. Tomorrow, I plan on doing a live stream to share some paperwork that I don't want to share to the general population, and I'll show people, members, what they need, what they can do to find this paperwork, and they can pull it up for themselves. It just goes to show you that Umar Johnson's situation, it's really, really bad. Whether you look at it from a financial standpoint, from the school scam project, or from in his personal life, all the way across the board. And thank you for becoming becoming a member. Do you have any up-to-date? Well, the thing is that what I'm covering is stuff that I've missed over the last, I don't know, maybe three weeks. But Umar, he's been banned off of social media, Instagram, Facebook, and I don't know about Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. He was able to get one video done up on Facebook. And we'll cover that. Maybe we'll cover that tomorrow. It's a longer video though. But that's been it. You know, that's been it. Okay, let's continue. Here we go.
But we real close. If all goes well, that gymnasium you see right there will be ready, hopefully, by the end of Black History Month. The school should be ready no later than our next festival, which is going to be.
Hear this. Listen, when is it going to be?
September 10th. Was you here for the last festival?
He's talking about, he's snarling too. You see him snarling? Because he's lying. He's such a, when he lies, he does this every single time. We talked about this yesterday. He's talking about the block party that happened in 2022. That was when it was going to be the grand opening. And here we are, 2024, June of 2024, and it's still not open.
Well, that gymnasium you see right there will be ready, hopefully, by the end of Black History Month. The school should be ready no later than our next festival, which is going to be September 10th. Was you here for the last festival?
No, I had
Well, you got to be here for the next one. Got to be here for the next one, September 10th. And I'm just.
And then this year, I think he said, what was it, September 6th of 2024? It's not going to happen. Watch.
Just giving it more time than that. I think we can beat September 10th, but that's when we'll probably unveil the school to the community. So if we're ready by next fall, I don't think we start in school to the following fall though,
Okay,
because I need time to roll everything out. I don't want to.
So now he's extending it for another year in the same video. Umar, you a trip. He is a trip. Now he's saying the fall of 2023 now in the same video. This guy, he all over the place.
He's going to middle school this year.
What grade he going to? What grade he in?
Okay, listen, watch it. And this, again, this is 9/3/2024, September 3rd, 2024. That's the most recent date that Umar has given for the grand opening. It's not going to happen. Now watch this. It's so sad.
We unveil the school to the community. So if we're ready by next fall, I don't think we start in school to the following fall though,
Okay,
because I need time to roll everything out. I don't want to rush it.
He's going to middle school this year.
What grade he going to? What grade he in right now?
He's in fifth.
He's in the 5th. So next year he's in the 6th.
Right.
Then he'll be in the 7th. Now here's the thing. We're starting out with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, or 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And then we're going to add up a grade and down a grade every year, which is to say we may not catch him until the 9th. But with that being said, though, when we start having our parent interest meetings, if I see a greater need.
I'm from New York. I don't think I can stay in Delaware this much longer.
You from New York?
He said she can't stay in Delaware this much longer. She said she's been waiting for, what she say, 3 years for Umar to open up this school for her son.
Grade and down the grade every year, which is to say we may not catch him until the 9th. But with that being said, though, when we start having our parent interest meetings, if I see a greater need.
I'm from New York. I don't think I can stay in Delaware this much longer.
She says she's from New York. That's what she almost said it. If y'all can hear that, let me know.
You from New York?
Yeah, actually, I don't want to. I want to be in Philly, but the school district there sucks. I
Okay, she wants to be in Philly. She's from New York City.
lived in Montgomery County. They're racist.
Yeah,
So
I'm in Philly, so I know.
I just got home this morning.
Okay,
But,
okay. But let me say this though. When we do our parent interest meetings, if we find that there's a strong demand for a certain grade, then we will have to accommodate that grade because the demand justifies the supply. You follow me? So if I get a whole bunch of black moms, fathers saying, listen, our sons are going into the 7th, then we may have to add a special 7th grade.
Oh, did she say she's from New Jersey? Okay, maybe it's New Jersey. I thought I heard New York, but she's not from Wilmington. But watch this.
Follow me? So we have our vision, but we still have to see how it meshes with the needs of the parents. So we're going to catch, the good news is we're going to catch them because I got some parents who we ain't going to catch them. They already in high school. We're not going to get there that fast.
Well, listen, you got people who back in 2010, they were 15, Umar, and now these people are 29. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because it's been 14 years. There are people who were 10, now they're 24. If you was 18, you about to be a senior citizen by now.
You know what I mean? But if he's going to 6,
in the long run,
it'll be K to 12. It'll be K to 12. So when we start 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, then the 2nd year will be 1st through 5th, and the 3rd year will be K through 6, and the 4th year will be pre-K through 7. The 6th year will be daycare through 8th, and then we do the high school.
Daycare through 8th. And then you're going to do the daycare? He said 5 years later, that's when he's saying 5 years later, after they finally start, which they never did, that's when they're going to start high school? Yeah, he said daycare. Umar, he out there. He really, yeah, he is. He's such a scammer. He should be on American Greed. He should be. He said he tagged me on Twitter on recent FDMG pictures in the jail is a few blocks over from FDMG. They aren't redoing that area. you're right. There is a jail. Someone had mentioned that there's actually 2 jails over there, but there's one right around the corner. Well, I shouldn't say right around the corner, but it's near FDMG, because right around the corner is like literally right around the corner. I don't know, misstate things. It's hood over there. You got a jail up over. It's a prison though. It ain't no jail. It's a prison, right? I can go back and look. Anyway, it's crazy, and you're gonna pay $500 for your kids to go there. That's crazy. That's wild. Umar, wow.
Catch them. They are
okay. Gander Hill Prison. I'll go look it up.
Already in high school. We're not going to get there that fast. You know what I mean? But so if he's going to 6,
in the long run,
it'll be K to 12. Oh. It'll be K to 12. So when we start 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, then the 2nd year will be 1st.
I don't know why I said Gander Hill High School. Oh my God. It's the prison. It's a prison, not jail. Okay.
Justifies the supply. You follow me? So if I get a whole bunch of black moms, fathers saying, listen, our sons are going into the 7th, then we may have to add a special 7th grade. You follow me? So we have our vision, but we still have to see how it meshes with the needs of the parents, you know. So we're going to catch, the good news is we're going to catch them, because I got some parents who we ain't going to catch them. They already in high school. We're not going to get there that fast. You know what I mean? But so if he's going to 6,
in the long run,
it'll be K to 12. Oh. It'll be K to 12. So when we start 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, then the 2nd year will be 1st through 5th, and the 3rd year will be K through 6, and the 4th year will be pre-K through 7. The 6th year will be daycare through 8th, and then we do the high school.
So it's going to take 7 years before the high school actually starts. This is crazy. So if Umar opened up this year, that would mean that it would take 7 more years before the high school actually starts. So the high school will be starting in 31. The high school was starting around 2031. See how ridiculous this is? I know he does. He's a pathological habitual liar. That's all he do is lie. This video is from 2021, December 12th, 2021, Dominique.
And then we're going to open up to the girls too. At some point.
I only have the one baby.
Okay, the boy. I got you. I got you. We getting there though. You know, every time I come on this block, it hurt me more than it hurt y'all.
All right.
You know, because
the day of that festival, I think I was out of state. I was doing something. And I missed my alarm. I set an alarm specifically to be here.
That's okay. You make the second one. It'll be bigger, better. That was nice as well. It was beautiful. But we're going to run it back. We're going to run it back. But my thing is this. I don't want to have another festival if my school ain't ready. You follow me?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So when everybody comes September 10th, I need this building is done. The only thing we need on the gym is HVAC. And the reason I'm mentioning this building, if push came to shove,
here we go.
And L and I approved this building, and we still got some months to go with that building, I might teach a class myself. You follow me? I may do some, because we got enough space in there for like 6 classes.
This guy, the prison is a 5-minute drive away. 5 minutes. Man, it's right there. Yeah, that's wild. A 5-minute drive right now, it'd be a 5-minute drive. You can get there in 4 minutes, though, if you take this alternate route. It's 1.1 miles away. FDMG is located 1.1 mile away from a prison. It's called the Howard R. Young Correctional Institution. Is that right? Did I get that right? That can't be right. No, you said Gander Hill, but there's a correctional institution there though too. Let me go look up Gander Hill. Because someone said that there were 2 prisons over there. That's one of them. Yeah, it keeps coming up as Howard R. Maybe it's the same institution. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I would have to actually go and look on the thing. But there's 2 prisons in that area. I know that for sure. But that's one of them, the one I just looked up and saw right there. Sad. We call it Gander Hill. The real name is Howard R. Young. Okay, there you go. Okay, and Jessica says she's from out there, so she know So it's a 1.1 miles away. There's a prison. You're going to send your kid up over there with a prison 1.1 miles away, and you're going to pay $500 a month for it? That's wild. Let's get to some of these super chats real quick. How's it going? Says FDMG prospective students went from boys to men. It's so hard to say goodbye to FDMG. You ain't lying, though. It's true. There are some of these young boys back in the day, back in 2010, they're grown men. It's 14 years. That's a long time, too, because you know our kids grow up quick. Their 14 years go by real quick. Trust me, I know. But if your kid was 10, they 24 now. That's so sad. Some of the people who originally donated, their child could have been like just born. They're like 14 already. Umar ain't gonna have the school open, you know, because by the time Umar opened up the high school, their kid, it's gonna be too late for their kids. And they donated when their kid was a baby. Because he said it's gonna take what 6-7 years before they open, after they open up, then it's gonna take 6-7 years before they open up the high school. It's wild. These boys, they done gone from boys to men. Thanks, Tata, for a super chat. Geo Scout says she moved to a dangerous city because of Umar's lies. One day, someone angrier than that woman will confront him. I'm sure he's been confronted. We talked about that the other day. I'm sure he's been confronted by other people. I know one time he got confronted in front, like at this church, and this woman stepped in to basically shield him from the guy that was about to jump on Umar. Anyone else heard that? It's always the women that protect this guy. That's why nowadays he always has security. He has security for paint day. You know that's bad. You got to have security to paint. And he's so scary. He's scared of everything. I remember he used to walk in there when they hadn't had no electricity, and he just looking back. It was paranoid. Yeah, it is a dangerous city. You guys can go look it up. I know I've said it so many times, but it was ranked 5th. I thought it was 6th, but after I checked it more recently, it was ranked 5th in 2018 for violent crime in the United States of America per capita. And they named it, the name they gave to it, the city was Murder Town, USA. There's videos online where they do not hood review videos. That sounds horrible. Well, you know, they got these videos online where they'll drive through a hood and they just take videos. Sometimes they do it during the day. Sometimes they do it during night. And that's it. They don't have no commentary or nothing like that. Just to show you how bad things are. There's videos like that for Wilmington. Go look it up on YouTube, and you should see how horrible it is up over there. I'm not saying that everywhere it's like that, but where these the academy is, excuse me, I was going to say the New Moyer Academy, where FDMG, these abandoned buildings are at, that's hood. It's hood up over there, and people know that. There's a prison a mile away, 1.1 miles away. There's a prison. Okay, they don't put prisons in upper class neighborhoods. It just doesn't happen. Okay, where it doesn't have a middle class neighborhood, they'll put it next to a hood though, right? All right, thanks, Geo Scholar. Brother Jose says the jail is 4 to 5 blocks away from FDMG and is a level 5 prison. Look up the definition of level 5. Okay, now y'all really get me going. What is a level 5 prison? Level 5, high max. Oh my Lord. It's not maximum security, it's high maximum security, 2-person cell block housing, controlled movement, high security risk, and death row prison. You cannot be serious. Death row prisoners are housed there? Level 5 is typically reserved for high-risk violent offenders and those that pose a flight risk. A super maximum security, supermax, or administrative maximum ADX prison is a control unit prison or a unit within prisons, which represents the most secure level of custody in the prison systems of certain countries. Okay, wait a minute now. Before we go any further, how do you know that it's a level 5 prison, Brother Jose? I know you was doing HVAC up over there, but I want to know how you know that. I'm going to look it up myself, see if I can find out. How about level 5 prisons in Wilmington, Delaware? and it comes up. It says the Howard R. Young Correctional Institution, also known as Gander Hill Prison, due to the neighborhood in which it is located, is a level 5 facility in the northeast section of Wilmington, Delaware. Lord have mercy. It's 1.1 miles away from FDMG, 4 or 5 blocks. You can, if you're in the right spot, you can actually look out your window and just look like a mile away, and that's where this prison is at. It's a level 5 prison. They have okay, that's enough. Level 5 is typically reserved for high-risk violent offenders and those that pose a flight risk. High security risk and death row prisoners are housed here. There. Level 5. There we go. Thank you, Brother Jose. I had no idea. I didn't even know about the prisons up over there until someone mentioned it I think it was a couple of months ago. But I didn't know it was level 5 and that it was 1.1 miles away from the 5 blocks. FDMG is literally a prison to pipeline. Correctional facility right around, literally, it's right down the street. You can walk 1.1 miles. That's wild. I had no idea. Thank you, Swaggle. What's up, Jason? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing all right. Prison break. They go to the kicking spot, family. It's wild. I didn't know this. Yeah, they give cheap labor, time and labor. How's it going, Bree? I apologize if I didn't say hi. How you doing? What's up, Tazzy Taz? They're going to arrest him for 2-day trafficking. He's going to be smuggling. Lenon rubs butter on it. Here we go. I rub frankincense and myrrh because Jesus was born on my birthday. Jesus was born on my birthday. Speaking of bandos, oh my God. That's a new one now. It's the Bando to Prison Pipeline because there's a level 5 it's called a high maximum security prison 1.1 miles away from FDMG. Okay, 5 blocks. Wow. Yeah, if y'all can hit the like button, I appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to it. This really threw me for a loop. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Let me get caught up in this chat room. What's up, information man? Hope you're doing all right. Now, what's up, man? How you been? At Brother Jose, Jose, I saw the prison. Keep in mind they have prisons in middle-class communities. East Meadow High School, I think you're saying, is one town away from Bill O'Reilly, where Bill O'Reilly grew up, has a prison right across the street from the high school. Okay. Yeah, but I doubt it's a maximum a level 5 though. You should probably look that up. The other thing is it's not middle class over there. And I'm gonna look. Let me just go take a look because I just want to make sure we have our facts straight. Let me go look right here. No, this ain't this is hood over here. Nappy Yankee. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, matter of fact, and you already know because Nappy Yankee was the one that went up there and went up there to where these abandoned buildings are. This is years ago, and found out that it's a weed and seed community. Y'all remember that? Here, let me do this. Let me there's a train track that runs across, and then let me just do this. Let's see if it'll come up. Yeah, this is projects. Hold on one second. I'll show y'all. Yeah, here we go. Let me pull it up and I'll do a screen share. Yeah, Napa Yankee, if you can check and see whether or not that's a level 5, I highly doubt that. But let me do a screen share, and we got to get back to it. I was told everybody I was going to be on here for like an hour. We already had 30 minutes. Okay, here we go. Did it come up? It's not coming up. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys should be able to see it now. So this is right around the corner. This is Hood. These are projects. Yeah, this is see, this is Brandywine Street. This whole area is called, it's like the Brandywine district. Yeah, so FDMG is like dang, y'all. It's like 5 blocks from over here. Less than 5 blocks, because this is actually on the other side of the railroad tracks. Yeah, this is 12th Street. Yeah, they got it. It looks like a oh my goodness. Yeah, why on earth did Umar purchase these bandos over in this area is crazy. Yeah, here's the level 5 maximum prison right here. Got barbed wire and everything. But if we go, I believe if we go back this way for about 5 blocks, we'll run into the area where, yeah, because there's downtown. Yeah, we'll run into the area where FDMG is at. It's 1.1 miles away from here. Yeah, this isn't middle class. This is hood. Look. Hey, Umar. Yeah, and there's no justification for this because he was sitting on over $1 million at the time. But this is what he went and did this. He's just tricking off money. That's all it is. There's a Family Dollar, tricking off people's money. Yeah, this ain't no middle class neighborhood. That's for sure. What street is this? This is Northeast Boulevard. From my understanding, it's over on it's this way. Because there's downtown over there. You gonna let me go through? No, they ain't gonna let me go through. Oh, there we go. Nope. Come on now, Google Maps, quit tripping. They said, no, don't go over to the FDMG. You bet not. Yeah, they gonna let me go that way. let me try another route, shall we? Okay, well, that's enough. Y'all get the point, right? What street is this? That's Northeast, and this is 13th Street. Okay, so if we went over a couple of more streets, let's see. There's Little Africa. Umar be over there playing the bongos in a dashiki. Someone said make a left. Y'all funny. Okay, here's 16th Street. So if we go down this way, because isn't it on 16? Oh, yeah, but we got to go all the way around and get back onto the other side. They probably ain't going to let me do it, though. Let's see. Yeah, you can't. That road's closed right there. You can't go down there. That's Freddy Krueger. Stay down that way. Anyway, you guys see the point. If you guys want to go and look and check out Google Maps, and you can look at where the prison, level 5 prison is located relative to FDMG. It's a 1.1 miles. It's about 5 blocks down. Yeah, well, we learn something new every single day. All right. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry, wait, I'm tripping. I already did that. Okay, let's pull the video back up. And I can see it on here. I can see exactly where FDMG is at compared to that. It is a couple of blocks. It's not a couple, but it's about 5 blocks. All right, let's get back to it. Here we go.
Easily, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it the right way in the right place inside the Garvey building.
Yeah, is Umar spamming? Okay, do we got any mods in here? Because usually mods handle it. If not, let me know. If there's no mods in here, then I can give some mod privileges to someone else. Okay. All right, here we go.
I have questions. Like
Sure.
My son is autistic.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the spectrum.
Okay, now she's talking about how her son is autistic and on the spectrum.
Is he high functioning or low?
Very high functioning.
Okay, which means he might not need an IEP then.
He already has one.
But here's my question. Can he learn in a regular class with the regular kids
Yes.
without special ed? Because if
No.
you're...
Okay. His focus, he's got...
Okay, he won't survive in it.
You know, his focus
Even with a 1-to-1 aid.
Yeah, if you guys are tuning in late, a little bit later, there's a woman that this is from December 12th, 2021. There's a woman that approached Umar, and at the beginning, here, let me just play the beginning, and I'll come back to here. We're at the 5-minute 54-second mark, but let me just so you guys have context, and then I'll skip back over to there. Hold on 1 second. Watch this.
How can I help you, young lady? How you doing there, beautiful?
I've been waiting for you to open the school for my son for like 3 years.
We working on it. It'll be 3.
See that? She says, I've been waiting on you to open up the school for my son for like 3 years. And her son is, she says he's autistic on the spectrum. Let's go back to that section. Here we go.
Do that. I want to do it the right way in the right place inside the Garvey building.
I have questions. Like,
Sure.
My son is autistic.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the spectrum.
Is he high functioning or low?
Very high functioning.
Okay, which means he might not need an IEP then.
He already has one.
But here's my question. Can he learn in a regular class with the regular kids
Yes.
without special ed? Because if
No.
you
Okay. His focus, he's got,
okay, he won't survive in it.
you know, his focus.
Even with a
is-
1-to-1-8.
He had a 1-to-1-8.
That wasn't enough.
No, we were phasing him out, and he was right there. COVID.
And what
he
happened?
Stayed home a year. It set him back.
So he regressed.
Yes.
But it looks like he was on his way
Yes,
to
that's
being
what
able
I'm
to
talking
survive
about.
in the class.
Correct.
Okay. Because when he gets to high school, I would much rather he be in the regular class getting pulled out once in a while for autistic support than be
This Umar, he talked with this lady for a couple of minutes, and now he's already giving suggestions like he know the child and he's the guardian of the child. He's a trip.
assigned to the full-time autistic support class. Because depending on what state he graduates from, he's still got to pass the graduation
Yeah,
test,
he said the
even as a
regular
special
kids.
ed child.
Did he really say that? Hold on.
Smart.
Okay.
Did he really say that? Ed, I didn't catch that. Hold on.
This building, if push came to shove,
No, we were phasing him out, and he was right. My son is autistic.
Mhm.
He's on the spectrum.
is he high functioning or low?
Very high functioning.
Okay, which means he might not need an IEP then.
He already has one.
Oh shit, here we go. What's up, big man? I hope you've been doing all right. Don't you start. Hold on, I want to hear what Umar said. Here we
But
go.
here's my question. Can he learn in a regular class with the regular kids?
Oh my God. He did say with the regular kids. Man, and this guy's supposed to be a school psychologist? Umar, man. When you gonna stop?
Yes.
Without special ed? Because if
No.
you
His
Okay.
focus, he's got.
okay, he won't
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. You guys don't encourage. Don't do that. Yeah, good to see you though, man. Here we go.
survive in it.
You know, his focus.
Even with a
is-
1-to-1-8.
He had a 1-to-1-8. We were
That wasn't
phasing him-
enough.
No, we were phasing him out, and he was right there. COVID.
And what
he
happened?
Stayed home a year. It set him back.
So he regressed.
Yes.
But it looks like he was on his way
Yes,
to
that's
being
what
able
I'm
to
talking
survive
about.
in the class.
Correct.
Umar is such a bull. I don't want to curse, but you know what I'm saying? What's another word I can use for that? He's such a bull. He is. Imagine a psychologist asks you if your children can learn with the. I know. Ben. I know. When you put it like that, who talks like that? What can your child be with the regular kids? You know what I'm saying? Oh my! I don't mean to laugh, but man, that's wild. Can you imagine? You go to school, your counselor, they can, your child has really been having some problems. Their grades are fine, but it's just their behavior. Do you think that they could be in a class with regular kids? what in the world? Who talks like that? That's wild. But that goes to show you, Umar, he's not a school psychologist. He's not. This guy, he just. Let me stop. I don't want to say that bad or too bad. Okay, I don't want to be mean. Here we go. Yeah, he's a charlatan. He's a bull fritter. No, I don't like that. He's a bull fritter, a liar. He's a deceiver. I like charlatan. I like charlatan. Big man did not like Tiff the Griff at all. Y'all bringing back memories now. He did not like Tiff the Griff. Anyway, let's get back to it. Here we go.
Okay. Because when he gets to high school, I would much rather he be in the regular class getting pulled out once in a while for autistic support than be assigned to the full-time
Autistic support? What is he talking about?
autistic support class. Because depending on what state he graduates from, he's still got to pass the graduation test, even as a special ed child.
The problem is he's very smart.
Okay.
He's very
Maybe he
smart.
need a 504. Have you ever heard of a 504 plan?
Yes, but I just can't think of what I've heard of it.
Okay, here's the difference.
FDMG exorcist deceiver. Yeah, he is. He's totally unprofessional. Yeah, I know. He would met me. I have no idea. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I know. He does it all the time. Even when he does those black parent training, whatever it's called, the Tunde bot, Tunde's telephone call, same thing. I remember one time this father called in and went off on Umar. You should have seen how Umar, how he acted.
AP is special ed.
Correct.
504 is any kind of disability.
Yeah, he sure is.
Special ed is only 13 disabilities. That's
How's it going, Nubia?
Your learning disabilities, your reading and your writing.
What's up,
Your
Jonathan?
intellectual disability, your emotional disturbance, your autism,
DD?
your deafness, your blindness, your speech, your brain injury. That's special ed. It's only 13. If your child has any disabling condition, which includes
Yeah, he like Jay Morrison. We doing sidewalk consultations. What's up, Ed? He's giving a consultation. He ain't even on the sidewalk. You're in the middle of the street. Okay, let me get out this chat room. Here we go.
those, but it's not limited to those. And he needs accommodations to
Yeah,
be
that's
successful
crazy.
in school. He can qualify for a 504 without the IEP. The difference between a 504 and the IEP is the IEP modifies instruction. You dumb down the education. You follow? IEP, simply stated, is the dumbing down of the expectations and the instruction. But if you say,
What in the world is this guy talking about? He said, dumb down. What's up, Kels? He said, dumb down. Can he be with the regular kids? They got to dumb down this guy.
when the IEP is the IEP modifies instruction. You dumb down the education. You follow?
What? Oh my God, Umar, what are you talking about? I don't know. Yeah, that's not what Umar. He don't modify instruction. He dumb it down. That's what he did because he got to deal with these kids. You know, the ones that can't be with the regular kids, as he says. That's y'all's principle. That's y'all's principle. Yeah, yeah, it really is. This guy. That's what I'm saying. There's a human cost to this school scam and Umar being a charlatan. He's talking about things that, you know, he don't even know about. Even the language that I've heard him call kids retarded. Y'all know that? Hit the one. Y'all ever hear him say that? He called the kids retarded. They haven't used that terminology in decades. We used to use it all the time. We was growing up though, trying to be funny. But
IEP,
professionals, no.
simply stated, is the dumbing down of the expectations and the instruction. But if you say, my son can make it in the regular class, if
Here we go again. He said in the regular class. It's like Umar is wearing his Kool-Aid colors tonight. He really is too. He really is. But let's stay focused. Here we go. Here we go.
But that's what we do now.
But stay with me. A 1-to-1 aid.
He won't even let her talk.
A good 1-to-1 aid. You had one, but was it the right one?
Yeah, she was with him, but she stopped wanting to communicate with me. Like,
Well, see, that was a breakdown.
Yes, she's like, I text her like if he's having a bad day, everything I make it look easy. They don't know what I do. I prepare all his every meal he eats. You know what I mean? So if he's having a bad day, I know what his emotions are going to be.
You might need a man, though. I don't know about. He might need a man 1-to-1 aid.
Why these tabs be so tight on these things? You could send men to the moon 40 years ago, however long it was, but you can't get this right. I'm all agitated. Can you believe this guy? I got to take a quick break. Let me do some super chats real quick. I'll get back to it. Yeah, it is. It's literally prison pipeline. correctional, the max 5 correctional facility. All right. Speaking of abandoned prison, yeah. Geo Scholar says that level 5 prison is in. Okay, we got that one. In Wilmington isn't surprising. Delaware is a small state, limited land, and to build a prison, a lot of Delaware beach towns, especially, won't take prisons in their backyard. Yeah, I'm sure of it. But Wilmington, yeah, Delaware is a small state, limited land to build a prison. Yeah, they're not going to put it in a really nice neighborhood, especially a level 5 max. That's crazy. I had no idea. People have brought it up before, Geo Scholar, but I didn't think to look to see what level of a prison. This is the max level 5. They said it houses people who are on death row, and this is 1.1 miles away from FDMG, and it's all that's hood. We kind of went around that area. That's horrible. Umar don't care though. It's a money grab. Thanks for the super chat. And the Geo Scholar also says Umar spoken in violent terms about children. Everyone go watch Lenon's documentary. Yeah, he's I only put a little bit of it in there too. He's talked violently about children. I remember, and this is one of the clips that I wish I had put in the shot community, because I didn't put the clip where he was talking about gifts and gifts. I remember I was meaning to do it, but I forgot before I released it. It was gifts. You all remember that? But I remember this one Geo Scholar where well, now 2 comes to mind. One of that comes to mind is, and it's not even directly at children, but a woman had called, and he did this twice. A woman had called in to talk about their child to one of his parent teleconferences. And in both cases, the women had told Umar, and it's on separate occasions, but they told Umar that they had gotten their child an IEP. And Umar says something, and I'm paraphrasing, something like, "You got him an IEP. Well, can I tear your fingernails off?" Basically, because they did that. Who talks like that? It's like one of them kids that go and hurt animals for no reason. That's what he reminds me of. And so that's talking to parents, but he said all kind of crazy stuff about kids. And it's not just violence, the sexualization of it too. That stuff really gets me upset. I remember one time he said he was talking about girls who go to frat parties, and he said with their hot A's, and I said, what? So yeah, his terminology, whether it's violence or sexualization, you hear it over and over and over again. It's concerning. It was concerning to me from the beginning. I really don't get it. I really don't understand how people can dismiss that and just be like, okay, it never happened. And there are people who haven't heard that stuff, but there are plenty of people who have, but they just dismiss it for whatever reason. That's something I never understood about Umar Johnson followers. Is there so much out there coming from his own mouth? It's not like anyone has to twist anything or make falsehoods. He says it himself, and yet they still believe that this guy is some sort of a leader, and that they're going to send their child to this guy. That's crazy. That's something I never understood. I'll never understand that. Thanks for super chats, Geo Scholar. Okay, let's get back to it, everybody. Here we go.
Yeah, he did better when he was smaller.
Because see, here's the thing. If you say he gets the right one-on-one, and he's getting older, so he's going to have to be able to manage without one, period. Because he's about to be a man. So ain't no crutches.
He about to be a man? What are you talking about? How old did she say the boy was? What's he talking about? Did she say? Yeah, she did say his age, right? Someone in the chat room, quick chat, let me know. Yeah, he called the little girl's thoughts too. I don't appreciate that. That's come to mind. Narcissist for sure. Psychopath, I'm not quite sure, but for sure he has narcissistic personality traits. That's clearly evident with this guy. Textbook. Yeah, someone in the chat room, quick chat, if the woman gave the child's, yeah, okay, so 5th grade, how old would they be in 5th? What, 8 years old or 9 years old? 8 years old, right? She says 7th grade. Which one was it? Okay. Well, the point is, Umar, the boy can't be just about to be a man. I don't know what Umar's talking about. Here we go. Yeah, 11 or 12. Okay, let's go.
Down of the expectations and the instruction. But if you say, my son
Okay,
can
10,
make
11.
it
Let's just say 10,
in
11.
the regular class,
Yeah, 10,
if
11.
we give
Okay.
him these accommodations.
But that's what we do now.
But stay with me. A one-to-one aid, a good one-to-one
Yeah.
aid. You had one, but was it the right one?
Yeah, she,
Okay,
she
10.
was with him, but she stopped wanting to communicate with me. Like,
Well, see, that was a breakdown.
Yes, she's like, I text her like if he's having a bad day, everything I make it look easy. They don't know what I do. I prepare all his every meal he eats. You know what I mean? So if he's having a bad day, I know what his emotions are going to be.
He might need
that
a
day.
man, though. I don't know about. He might need a man one.
I don't even like how he said that. A psychopath is a person affected by chronic mental disorder with abnormal or violent social behavior. Well, at least we know that Umar verbalizes it. We know that for sure. Okay.
One aid.
Yeah, he did better when he was smaller.
Because see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you say he gets the right one-to-one aid, and he's getting older, so he's going to have to be able to manage without one, period. Because he's about to be a man. So ain't no crutches in the real world.
I'm trying to get him to that point from middle school. I'm afraid from middle school.
Then you might got.
He's not even in middle school, and Umar talking about he about to be a man. That's wild.
Started with a one-to-one aid. Now here's the thing: you could get a one-to-one aid as a related service on the IEP. All you have to do is demand it, right? But if he don't need the special instruction, if your son doesn't need the dumbed down curriculum, and he can handle the regular classroom curriculum,
what professional mental health expert talks like that? I wouldn't even talk like that. If you guys went and showed this to a mental health specialist in any area, let's say someone they've master's or a PhD, and they watch this, they would look at you and say, "What? Who is this guy?" Like, what? Really? No, That's what I'm saying. There's a human cost. That this is the FDMG it's really a tragedy, and it's impacting people in profound ways. This is people call Umar for advice about their kids and all this kind of stuff. Listen to this guy.
Now here's the thing: you could get a one-to-one aid as a related service on the IEP. All you have to do is demand it, right? But if he don't need the special instruction, if your son doesn't need the dumbed down curriculum, and he can handle the regular classroom curriculum, then he should get a 504. 504 is
he can do it. He does it at his own pace. He's like
he need a behavior plan then.
He's not bad though.
Right. Well, not a behavior plan for misbehavior, a behavior plan for staying off task.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's still quote unquote misbehavior because you're not on focus.
Right.
In other words, he don't need something to stop him from fighting or picking with kids. He need a behavior can to keep him focused. First of all, is he sitting in the front seat? Because for most of my autistic kids, you're sitting in the front seat.
What is he talking about? Most of his autism. You ain't got no autism. What are you talking about? This guy, you know what? I really think that this guy's insane. Look at him. No, I seriously think that Umar is something wrong with him mentally. He's insane. He's saying my autistic kids as if he has. What are you talking about? You're not a teacher anywhere. You're not a school psychologist anywhere. What are you talking about? You're not a principal anywhere. What is he talking about? See, this is what I mean. You have to be a delusional in order to conceptualize. I don't even think he could. I think it just goes. I think his mind just works like that. And to us, it's like he's just lying, and he is. But it's to him, this is like it's like a whole world in his mind. I think this guy is legitimately insane. I always thought something wrong with him, but for the first time, I think this guy is literally insane. Is that a reach? Because this guy's now he's telling the story about it, and he's talking so convincingly, like as if it's real. I don't understand how anyone can do that unless there's something wrong up here. See, I remember, well, let me not tell a story, because then we're going to be here for a month. What's going out? I remember this guy, I used to work at this community center, and we took the kids to teenage kids. We took them to, I think it was either Burger King, Jack in the Box, or McDonald's. I don't remember which one it was. And there was a guy in there sitting at a table, and he had a big old thing of keys. You know, you have a keychain, but he had a big old bar and just a gang of keys all the way around. And he just was jingling and going like this. And he was eating of some food, probably a burger or something. And by the time we left, when we were walking out, he had stood up and said something to him. And I was talking to him, and he says, he starts taking the keys and jingling. He says, yeah, these are all my keys to all of my offices. And I have these businesses, and he had like on a suit, but it was real dirty. And he's like, I have all these businesses, and he starts just going on and on and on. And then I realized that this guy, it was a mental health issue. So and I listened for a while, but we had to go. And then I'm walking out, and I look back. This guy starts digging in the trash to get more food out. So when I see this right here with what Umar Johnson is doing here, clearly there's some sort of something going on. I think this guy is literally something's wrong with mentally. Something's literally wrong with this guy. He's in a whole other world. And when he talks, he believes this stuff. And it flows as if it's a reality, but it's just delusion. He's delusional. What's up, SOB says, hey, Lenon Cook, I hope everyone is well. Umar gives real mental health professionals a bad name, creating distrust with the wider public. Yeah, I agree with you on this. And see, this is one of the issues that I've always had with Umar. It's not just how he reflects poorly on mental health experts, because it can cause people to be like, and he talks in certain ways too. Like he'll say, you know, the psychologists, they'll try to do this to your child, or the psychiatrists try to get you to do to get drugs for your kid. So he really kind of pits people who are in dire straits with their children against professionals. That's a problem, because you can get professional help and it can be good help, right? But the other thing that Umar tends to do is he tends to pit parents against the school system, specifically the teachers, and as if all these teachers are out to get your children. That's very dangerous to do. Very dangerous to do. Very irresponsible for Umar to do that, but he's been doing it for such a long time. And so what it does, it spreads seeds of distrust. People don't trust teachers. They don't trust their children's teachers, counselors, even though the teachers may be doing the best that they can for the child, going out their way. It doesn't matter. The counselors are doing the best that they can for the children. It doesn't matter. And a lot of it is framed within the scope of racism and white supremacy. That's very dangerous for Umar to do stuff like that. I mean, he really is. That's what I'm saying. There's truly a human cost to what this FDMG school scam and what it has allowed him to do, just by making the promise that he's going to open up a school, not just getting all the money, but then for Umar to be perceived as some sort of expert when he's not, as a school psychologist when he's not, as a therapist when he's not. All as someone who has autistic kids, I don't even know what he's talking about. None of that's true. None of that's real. This guy, the guy is mental. He's mental. No doubt in my mind about it today. Thanks, SOB. If only she knew he got fired for abuse. Well, listen. Understand that the levels of abuse isn't just physical. With Umar, it was abusing his position in order to create dissension within the school system that he was working with at the time. It was a charter school called Capera Charter School. And I told people a long time ago that he's a troublemaker. He was a troublemaker in UNIA. Later on, he became a troublemaker once he got into the school system. And his tenure in the school system was limited, very limited. Okay, very, very small period of time. That's why at a certain point, Umar's not even functioning as a school psychologist. Now he's on the Chitlin circuits trying to sell DVDs and CDs. It was CDs first back in the day. Y'all know that? Umar used to be a vendor. Basically, he was a vendor. He wasn't someone who was lecturing. That didn't happen until much later. Well, not much later, but it happened later. You know how see, a lot of people don't know the history. You know how Netter used to have these events. He don't really do this kind of stuff at least last time I checked. But he used to have these events and it like debates, this type of thing. Very lucrative, made a lot of money doing that. But the egos began to get in the way and money started getting in the way. Okay. But did you guys know that Umar used to do those not as a speaker, but as a vendor? So where was Umar during that time period? Shouldn't he have been a school psychologist? No, he was just struggling, trying to make it through, trying to get by. Hustle man. But when he tells these stories, Joe Scholar, he's talking as if in real time these things are happening, but it's just delusion. And he talks about it so convincingly that people believe it, but none of it's true. He even believes it. I never understood how Umar could lie so easily and just keep going. Okay, we're going to come back to this. Thanks for all the super chats, everybody. Frigilante says, it's a refrigerator. Okay. I've taught special ed for 7 years. I teach the general ed curriculum. The standards are the same. The methods are different. Absolutely. Okay. Isn't it a lot more like one-on-one activity, you know, and the methodology is different? You know, this is very true. Umar don't know what he's talking about. Listen, Frigilante, Umar's never taught special ed. He's never taught anything. He's never been a teacher. People really think about that. He's not even certified to be a teacher. He's never taught. He's never been educated to be a teacher. And there's a whole process to become a teacher. Umar never went through that process. He claims to be an educator. Again, this is the delusion of Umar. He has so many different delusions. We're gonna open up a black vegan sports bar, non-alcoholic, and that's non-alcoholic. That's delusional. We're gonna open up a FDMG in Detroit. That's delusional. Yeah, I talked with the people who own this building in Detroit, but I need you guys to talk to them to see if we can get it. What are you talking about? That don't even make no sense. He can't even keep up with his own lies. He's delusional. So Umar has, again, there's a human cost when people like that, like Umar, these charlatans are able to just run free and just run amok in the virtual space of the internet, mainly targeting single black mothers. Listen, I would be willing, and I'm not a betting man, but I'd be willing to bet that the lady who's approaching Umar here and is asking why is it that the school's not open. I've been waiting for 3 years at that point, and this was in December 12th of 2021. I highly doubt that the child's father is around. I highly doubt it. Because a father who is a real father ain't going to be following around behind Umar and having his woman go up there by herself to go talk with Umar about their son. That's crazy. Umar? In the middle of the hood, you got to be out your mind. If I had animals, I wouldn't even have the animals up over there. Y'all think I'm playing? Wouldn't even have the animals walking down that street. The animal dog come back going up gang signs and shit. So what happened to you? Snoop Dogg out there. Boy, I didn't raise you like that. What's wrong with you? Give me a Scooby snack, motherfucker. What? Who you talking to? We crip walking and shit. I said, listen, Fido, you tripping. Anyway. Light Seeker says, most of my kids are still, oh my God. What are you talking? That's Umar. You said most of my autistic kids. Umar said most of my kids are still old child support. Oh my God. I was trying to have a quick serious show. We already had an hour. We're going to wrap this up, okay? Boy, y'all, wow. Thanks, Light Seeker. Lewis X says, that guy with the keys in Burger King was future Umar. Oh, don't say that. Well, don't say that. Was future Umar. Those keys were to the bando, and you didn't hear him scream, FDMG, before disappearing. The thing about that guy, too, is when he talked, it sounded convincing. It just didn't seem right, but he was articulate and everything. And by the time when I saw him digging in that trash, I said, this guy. Umar at Burger King. Okay. Thanks, Lewis. Thanks for all the super chats. But let's get to it because we were supposed to be just getting through this real quick today. We're supposed to do an hour. We did a earlier live stream too. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you have time. There's plenty of content for everyone. Even if you can't watch everything live, there's plenty of stuff that'll be archived here, so you can check it out at your own discretion. Okay, when you have the time. So plenty of content for you all. All right. How's it going, Solstice? Thanks for tuning on in. Umar has mental health issues in real life. Excuse me. His online or on stage life is an outlet for the fantasy world, like an actor. Yeah. This is a good way of looking at it. James, I actually think that this is a perfect reflection of Umar's reality. It really is. See, because when he's not on stage, he's in his mama closet in utter dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we talked about this. He doesn't have his own vehicle. He was living in filth. I'm sure he does now because it was hoarder type of an environment. He's a hoarder. I remember someone said that when Umar, they had him come out to do a speaking engagement. I think it was in China or Japan, but they were taken back by how Umar had so much luggage and bags and stuff, and they didn't understand why, because he wasn't going to be there that long. And I remember we were watching this video where he had like a little African male purse. I shouldn't call it that, but that's what it reminded me of. And he took it and dumped it out on the bed, and it was just all of this junk just fell out. Okay. Most of it, I'm sure he didn't need, but it's like, you ever heard that song, Bag Lady, you gonna hurt your back. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Well, that's Umar. And it's reflective of a mental health condition. You know, he's like, he's a hoarder, and he holds on to things that he thinks that he needs, but he really doesn't. And so he's always carrying things and holding things. I remember one time he had the backpack on and he's walking through the hood with the blueprints, that type of thing. But see, in real life, so much dysfunction. But when he's online, when he's able to go live, or when he's on stage, it's an outlet for him to play out the fantasy of being Big Papa, of being this great orator, of being a school psychologist, of being a therapist, of being, you guys, just a list. You can put a whole list down for this. But none of it's true. None of it's real. It's like this delusion that he plays out on the world stage via the internet, or when he's able to speak in front of people. This is an interesting episode, y'all, because it's like a realization as to why Umar does what he does. It's more like he's trying to play out this fantasy, like the guy at the Burger King, whatever it was. He's trying to act as if by holding these keys that he's like this really powerful and successful businessman. He has all these offices and all these different businesses, but he's basically looked like he could have been homeless, and he's someone who has mental health issues. But while he's in Burger King and he has my attention, he's able to play out this fantasy. Well, that's Umar. This is good right here, James. This is good right here. Oh, it looks like I just got a notification that Star Wars Acolyte came out. I'm gonna have to get to that tonight. You know, I'm into my Star Trek, Star Wars, anything dealing with stars. I've been studying astronomy lately. Really interesting stuff. Just makes me sad because I know in my lifetime I'm not going to be able to get out there and see what's out there. It just makes me so. I really do. I get down about that. It's okay because Umar he gonna have FDMG Space Academy. He gonna have a spaceship. I'm gonna get on it. Okay, that's what his fantasy. He says we're gonna have a spaceship, family. I haven't watched it yet, so don't tell me. Don't let me watch it. If it's bad, I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know. Yeah. He went to Japan. He got into the bubble bath, and then he went. I think to China. He was in the bubble. You ain't seen that one? I could pull that up. If someone will remind me at the end, I'll pull up the bubble bath. He wasn't in a bubble bath, but he was in some kind of jacuzzi. Boy, I said it. He deep down in the water. I said, Umar, if you don't stop playing, he's just like a big old kid. Y'all remember that, right? Okay, where are we at? Let's get back to it. Here we go.
Curriculum, and he can handle the regular classroom curriculum, then he should get a 504. 504s.
He can do it. He does it at his own pace. He's like,
he need a behavior plan then.
He's not bad though.
Right, boy, not a behavior plan for misbehavior, a behavior plan for staying off task.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's still quote unquote misbehavior because you're not on focus.
Right.
In other words, he don't need something to stop him from fighting or picking with kids. He need a behavior can.
Umar in Star Wars would be a cookie crushing Wookiee. You know, the Wookiees, they don't get as much respect as they deserve. They really don't, because that was a Wookiee Jedi at one point too. Y'all know that? Anyway, well, I'm getting sidetracked. You know, I start talking live secret. I start talking sci-fi. I get carried away. Okay, let's go. Thank you for There we go.
Keep him focused. First of all, is he sitting in the front seat? Because for most of my autistic kids, you're sitting in the front seat. And you ain't got no focus. You're in the front seat for two reasons.
See, this is all delusion. Now he's going to paint this whole narrative. None of this is true.
Number one, autism is social communication impairment. You follow me? So I don't need you feeling overwhelmed by all the students. So you're sitting in the front, and then you off task and distractible. You're sitting in the front. You understand? Because I know if the teacher's right in front of you, you ain't got no time to get off task. So where is he in these classrooms? And the reason I'm saying this to you, we got to make sure we maximize any accommodations, and that those accommodations are exactly what your son need, because we live in a world now, they don't give a damn about the black special ed kid.
Here he go. He's such a bull jiver, isn't he? He just keep going too.
If he does not meet state of Delaware, state of Pennsylvania graduation criteria, he will not get a diploma. That boy will get a certificate of completion. That's called the fast track, the school to prison pipeline. So we got to make.
Bill Clinton, no,
you see what I'm saying? Because if he,
right?
Here he go.
Yeah, well, it was No Child Left Behind under Bush. Obama's like reach to exceed or something, whatever. And then Biden going to call it something else. They all switch it. I think Trump switched it too. But anyhow,
he just making up just.
He in 6th now.
No, he in 5th.
He in 5th. He going to a different school next year.
Correct. He'll be transitioning to middle.
This poor lady.
So here's what I would do. I want to see how he does in a new environment, new teachers.
I'm so scared.
But you got to see what he can do. I mean, sit him in there with the IEP. If it were me, I'm gonna tell you what I would do. If it were me, because you said he high functioning. See, if he was my
Umar, you don't even take care of your own kids, man, and you don't know their situation. I got the bath video right here, y'all. Let me know if y'all want to play it. Hit the one.
moderate or low, it'd be different. But if your son is truly high functioning autism, which means his disability is only but so much, I'm putting him in a regular class for the first 2 weeks of school to see how he do.
He goes to a regular class. He's in regular class already. He has a special instructor that's in there. Well, yeah, she's.
Does he get pulled out at all, or she only enters the regular?
He gets pulled out for speech, and he gets pulled out.
Okay, all right, John. Yeah, I'll pull it up.
That's it.
Correct.
Yeah,
Are you telling me your
I'll
son
pull it
gets
up.
no autistic support at all?
Here's the issue.
Because if he don't, what he got the IEP for?
He had it prior. He's been having issues since he was 1.5 when we were in New York.
Right.
And
but he was a baby back then.
yeah, no.
That's understandable.
This is
What's up, Sigmund?
I noticed he wasn't developing. Like
I got
something is wrong. I'm the oldest of 4.
Got you.
So, long story short, with the early intervention.
This is so sad. And this is the picture window that window has there. This is when Umar was talking with Maria, looking just about as crazy as you can look. I'm telling you, this guy. Here we go.
They gave him ADHD with OCD.
Okay.
Up until
At what age?
1.5.
He was too young for that.
That's what they gave him.
He was too young for that.
Started. They just
That's
that on him.
ridiculous. They labeled your son as ADHD at 1.5.
Correct.
That is insane.
Correct.
That is insane.
So, from there to 2000.
Yeah, it is.
He just got the autism diagnosis in 2018 at 8. It took them all them years.
You sure he even got it?
I believe.
Got to be careful with autism, because you could have features of it but not have all.
Either that or Asperger's. He does. It's just things that he does.
Well, they don't diagnose Asperger's anymore. They took that out of the DSM-5. So
Okay.
you must have already had it, because you're not going to get it now. It's automatically autism. But here's my thing. Does he have friends?
No, he's very awkward. He can deal with people. Kids his age don't like.
So he don't have friends?
He can play with younger kids, and he can talk to adults. Like, he
Okay.
can have a full
So he clearly has, it sounds like he clearly has the social aspects of the autism. But for school-based purposes, it ain't about the social per se. It's more about the academic.
Correct.
I don't care if he only play with young kids. Can that boy learn in that regular class? Because if he can, we're doing him a disservice if we're subjecting him to anything else. But you just said he stays in a regular class anyway.
Correct.
So that's not really a concern of ours. My concern now, if he's in a regular class and all he needs is the OT and the speech. Now, speech is an IEP service, but he could need IEP only for speech. Because once you say he needs IEP for autism, now I'm asking you, what form does the autistic support take? Because if your son ain't getting no autistic support, his IEP should be speech only. In other words, I think they could be hustling you because you know they get money.
Here you go. And see, this is what he was doing prior to getting fired. They came in, security came and walked him out, and that was it. That was the end of Umar's career. So he creating this level of dissension and saying that they're, trying to take advantage of you or scamming you, and you can get money by if you work with me and I'll do my own IEP for the child. And what I come up with is different than what they said. Now we can go ahead and file suit. Umar, he's something else. He's flipping right back into this mode right here.
Because once you say he needs IEP for autism, now I'm asking you, what form does the autistic support take? Because if your son ain't getting no autistic support, his IEP should be speech only. In other words, I think they could be hustling you because you know they get money, right? So by your son still being labeled as autistic support, they're still billing the state and getting paid. There's no need for the label if you ain't getting no service.
Yeah, but understand that when Umar does another independent evaluation, as he used to call it, he got paid extra too. See, Umar is something else. He's something else.
I'm writing down.
I got you. Remember, special ed is not disability. Special ed is disability plus learning concern. In other words, I know autistic kids in a regular class. The smartest kids I've tested, Chester School District, some of the smartest kids I've tested ever.
This guy, he ain't worked in the school district at this point for over a decade, but he's talking like he did it today, on that day. This guy is such a liar.
They autistic, but you don't need no autistic support. You smarter than the kids in the regular class. That's where you're going to go. Now, if you got to get pulled out for some social skills or something like that, we'll put that on the 504. But if you don't,
you know, that's a good point. Why is he live streaming this? You know what I'm saying? It should be confidential. But, you know, I have video Umar where he, and this is another one. It's got to be in the top 5 for me. It makes me so upset. This one is the worst, though, where he was at this woman's house and they were talking about the woman's child, and he's sitting on the couch and it looks real dark and dingy in there. And someone's holding the camera, and this goes on for like almost an hour. And you realize at a certain point that the person who's holding the camera is the little girl, the mama's little girl that they're talking about. And she's standing up holding the camera so he can live stream telling all this little girl's business.
need a modified instruction. I want you to stay focused on instruction. Special ed is instruction. If your son doesn't need modified instruction, he don't need an IEP, he need a 504. But the reason they don't tell parents about the 504, they don't get extra money for the 504. You follow me?
Yes.
504 is federal right. They have to do it, but they don't get paid. So they'd rather put you in special ed to get the money.
No, he's not in special ed. He started out that way.
He's in special ed because he got an IEP. If you have an IEP, you're a special ed child.
That was a daughter.
Period. But his placement, special ed placement is the regular classroom. You see how that works? So special ed is a program. It's not a place. It becomes a place in the hood because they label our kids to get them out the class. Do you understand? But you go
in a class like that, though.
Right. So he wasn't full time, but then y'all stepped him down. You got him out of there, which was good.
Yeah.
Good on your part. I'm glad you did that. But now, my question now is, why does he have an IEP for autism if he ain't getting no autistic support? Are they teaching him social skills? Are they taking him out teaching him social skills? You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Are they doing any type of guided interaction with the other children? This is what you do with an autistic kid. I'm an autistic evaluator. What are they doing to address your son's autism? Because if you're telling me, Dr. Umar, they've done nothing to address my son's autism at all.
Honestly,
And if that's the case, they owe you comp ed.
Yeah, he told the little girl to be quiet. So rude.
If you tell me they've never programmed for my son autistically, only his speech, only his OT, never the autism. They have never addressed my son.
They out there in the cold too, y'all. They cold.
Communication deficits. If you tell me that, Queen, then I'm going to tell you you have a case for compensatory education, which means what?
Yeah.
They owe you the money.
Yeah, Accountability Act, HIPAA, is a federal law that protects privacy of patients' health information. Yeah, when I studied cybersecurity, one of the big issues that came up was, and they talked about, we had to study this stuff, is how it's a violation when, let's say, a database is compromised, through the internet, and people's personal information gets out there. And then companies have to go through this whole process because they can lose, it's not just verification, what is the term? Different levels of certification in order to manage sensitive information, sensitive documents, etc. And of course, HIPAA is one of the primary ones. They don't play with that kind of stuff. And they have to send out letters. And in some cases, what they'll do is they'll send out letters and they'll tell the people whose data has been breached or even potentially breached. They may not even know for sure if that person, but they have to send it out, these letters out to people, and they'll actually pay for I can't remember what the service is. There's different services actually, but it's like a monitoring agency to make sure that that information, if it did fall into the wrong hands, that people can't set up, let's say, a bank account in that person's name. If their social security number was compromised or whatever the case may be, the person can't take out loans. And there's a whole monitoring service that revolves around that, and the company has to pay for that. Yeah, that's one of the big things that we talked, that I study for cybersecurity is, and it's not just HIPAA. There's other laws, federal laws that companies have to be in compliance with. But Umar, what he's doing, it's totally unprofessional. It don't make no sense. It don't make no, someone said NordVPN. Virtual private network. Information Man says establishes federal standards to protect the privacy of individually identifiable health information. Yeah. PHI. PHI includes a patient's name, address, birthday. There you go. Social security number, biometrics. We have to study biometrics too. Yeah, you own it, man. This dude right here is on it. Okay, he's always on it. Okay, shout out to Information Man. This is the homie from back in the day. Right on, man. He on it. Okay, let's go.
Money for every day of every year they were billing the state for your son's special ed service, but never giving him the service. So let me give you an example. Let's say on your IEP, it says your son gets 3 hours of autistic support a week. There's 180 school days.
Yeah, we're going to have to be here for about 20 more minutes, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to try to limit my commentary. Okay, here we go.
In a year, right? So you're looking at just under 600 hours of autism per year. Your son is in the 5th grade. 600 hours times 5 years, you understand, is what? 3,000 hours. That's what the school district would owe you. And now that money goes into an escrow. It doesn't go to you.
See, this is the exact scheme that Umar was running back in the day. He's something, and that's why he's going into this mode right here. None of it makes sense. He's talking as if it's really happening, like in the moment, but he's just going back to a time period where he was trying to play the system. And see, this is one of the reasons why Umar, they will never hire him in that school district at least, but I'm sure his reputation precedes him now all over the country now. It got so bad with what Umar was doing back then, because these children were given IEPs and put in special education classes. And what he would do was he would find students with the potential that they shouldn't be in those classes, and they shouldn't have been diagnosed with anything or anything, that type of thing. And then what he would do was he would go through the process of doing his own evaluation. It's like double dipping, because he was already getting paid as a school psychologist, but now he gets, because that's extra work. And he would put together something totally different than what was put together before. And people didn't catch on at first, but he put together something, and it would be crazy. And then what would end up happening is he would consult with the parents and encourage them to take this to court. So because they owe you all this money. This exactly what he's saying in this video is exactly the scam that he was running back in the day. And at a certain point, there's court documents about dealing with this too. If you guys know where to look, you can find it. And so at a certain point, they figured it out, because the school district was having to pay out all this money. It was like, why we got to pay? What's going on here? And it all led back to Umar. He's just such a charlatan. He's just such a scammer. And once they found out, what they gonna do? Let him keep doing what he was doing? No, they said, that's it, buddy. And I already listen. This is exactly how it happened. He was sitting at his desk. The security came, just like in the movies, and they had a box with him, cardboard box, and they said, you got to put your stuff, all your stuff that belongs in this box, and we're walking you out. And that was the end of Umar Johnson's career. Some of y'all saying, well, Lenon, how do you know? Well, listen, I know. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and I can't give up the source either, because the source told me a long time. He said, I'll tell you whatever you need to know, because I was there, but you can't be there. You can't say my name. And this person is legit. You know, Information Man is legit. Well, this brother's legit too. I shouldn't even say brother, damn. Okay. Some of y'all even know who I'm talking about. If you know, don't put the no names and nothing like that. Okay, because this goes way back. Way back. And Umar has been mad at that guy ever since. There's other things I can tell y'all too, boy. Umar, he was such a disruptive force, and he still continues to be to this day. Okay, here we go.
Never given him the service. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're on your IEP, it says your son gets 3 hours of autistic support a week.
I don't know if it was big or small, but Umar, they walked him out. Poor Umar. Okay. Yeah, everything for Umar's framed around money when he's talked to this lady, but that's exactly the scam that he was running back in the day. It's the same thing. Everything comes back to money with this guy. I want to say something, but I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say it, but I'm not saying this as being factual or true, because there's no way that I can verify this. And it's hearsay, okay? But I remember years ago, I saw this post, and it was someone who said that they knew Umar and Umar's family, and that let me stop. I ain't gonna do that. I can't do that. Okay, let's get back to it. Here we go. No, you not. You not. Don't play no games. You funny though. Don't do that. Here we go.
There's 180 school days in a year, right? So you're looking at just under 600 hours of autism per year. Your son is in the 5th grade. 600 hours times 5 years, you understand, is what? 3,000 hours. That's what the school district would owe you. And now that money goes into an escrow. It doesn't go to you. But what you can do is...
the school districts in Montgomery County.
Right. So you notice. So what you do is you can bill for services in the community privately. You find your own.
See what it said? This is exactly what. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize, everybody. But some things that I shouldn't even started saying what I was going to tell people. I apologize. Okay. I'm moving forward. I'll be careful not to do that. And I do that from time to time. It's just there's things that I know about this guy, and there's things that people have told me. They said, please don't tell anyone else. And there's things that I can't verify, but it's likely to be true. But it would be irresponsible for me to report on that. So I apologize. I'm gonna do my best not to do that anymore. Okay. All right, here we go.
Own autistic teacher.
Oh, wow.
You follow me? And you and them might agree, I'm going to work with your son 5 hours a week, and the school district pays.
Well, listen. And it's related to what I was going to say, but I can't say what I was going to say. But let me tell y'all something. I've alluded to this in the past, and I'm going to do it again, but I ain't going to say no names. That Umar is not Umar simply because he's always been that way. As a charlatan and a scammer, someone who's trying to use the court systems to get over on people. And Umar's not like that simply because he's Umar. Umar was raised around that. And I'm going to leave it at that. And if you know what to look for, you can find it all online. And it's not just one, not just two, not just 3 or 4. It's all online. Now, I'm going to say one other thing. I'm not going to say no names. We know Umar as what? Umar Abdullah Johnson. He's also has something like Umar Abdullah Roshan or something like that, Johnson. He also has Umar ibn Johnson and Umar ibn Muhammad or something. I don't know. He has many different aliases. But understand that Umar was not born with the name Johnson. What was Umar's birth name, his last name? You can even say his first name too, for that matter. First name was Jermaine. What was his last name? Shoemake. When I was working on my degree, one of the things that I learned and they taught was how to do online research. You can get anyone's information, even stuff that's not supposed to be in the public domain. If you have their name, you can get their phone number, you can get their address. It may not necessarily be, if they recently moved, it may not be their most recent address, but you can get past addresses. You can get all kinds of information. And I know how to do it very well. And if you know some basic facts about Umar, his last name, and who raised him, and you know how to do some basic research online, you guys will be amazed. Well, maybe not so much amazed. You'll see in part why Umar is the way that he is. And I'm going to leave it at that. Oh my goodness. I want to say something else. You know, I've had to deal with a lot of people who have disparaged me, my wife, my kids. They've even attacked my family members, all because I've talked about Umar and I've offered criticism, and it's legitimate criticism. But what people don't realize is that even the individuals who believe that they're anonymous, they don't know that I got files. I know how to get information. Now, I'm not going to use that information for nefarious reasons or anything like that, but I could do a documentary on each one of these individuals. You guys would be surprised at what would be revealed. I want to say something else, but I'm going to leave it at that. I know a lot about a lot of people. And if I was petty, or let me just say it this way, if I was an evil person, I can just release so much information on a lot of these people and it would reflect so poorly on them. And some of them, they will come upon dire straits. They believe that they're anonymous and that no one knows who they are. No. But see, what I've learned is to have grace. As they say, give it up to the Lord and just keep it moving, because you don't want to put yourself in a place where you become that, because that's not it's not a loving place to be. Even though some of these people, they definitely could deserve it, but that's not my call. I'm not here to do that. See, so I may have the information and I could do a document on each one of them, but it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be the right thing to do, because I'm not on here trying to cause harm and hurt people, even if those people are the same people that try to hurt me, my family, my kids. See, I just leave that to the Lord, and I say, I just keep it moving. This is a lesson for everyone. You know, we can hold grudges and all that stuff, but I don't believe in it. I can't live that way. I could have gone that route too. That's like going to the dark side as far as I'm concerned. I can't live like that. Yeah, be vindictive and all that. No, that's not me. Okay. Well, let me then I'll start the ghetto start coming. I'll leave it at that. Okay, here we go. Let's finish up. Thank y'all so much, Cookie Crush. Here we go.
I need to talk to a special needs attorney.
If you have one, talk to him.
Pennsylvania.
But he's in school in Delaware.
Correct.
Well, maybe he's licensed in Delaware. He might be licensed down here.
It's a woman. I don't know, but she can send me to somebody. I only trust her.
Right. Now, here's the other thing, too. You got the attorney, work with the attorney.
So you understand that this lady's in Delaware now, but why? She's in Delaware and moved to Delaware. We'll see.
But I got to be very, very honest with you. Sometimes the attorneys are great. Sometimes they're horrible. I've seen attorneys who have sold parents out. I've been a part of lawsuits where the attorney did not fight the way they should have fight, and the parents should have got more than.
Didn't I just tell y'all? This is why Umar was kicked out, and he was not. He can't go back and work for the school district in Philadelphia. He can't do it. Pennsylvania, he can't do it. His reputation precedes him. I mean, he did so much dirt that they wouldn't even allow him to come back. He's done. And so that's why I can't remember who said it earlier. I should have copied that statement that someone made earlier about how Umar really being online is his way of playing out this fantasy. It's almost like he wants to be these things, but he can't because he's tricked it all off. This is exactly what I was talking about, y'all. And we haven't watched this video in a long time. I don't even remember. But now that I see this and I just explained that, this is exactly what I was talking about. And this is precisely why Umar was fired, and they walked him out, gave him a box and walked him out. And he has not been able to work in Philadelphia school system since. This guy is so dangerous, and he tells on himself. He self-exposes every single time. No, don't worry about it. See, the thing is, people have different moral compasses. And mine is like, it's always been that way. Like, people have done horrible things and said horrible things about me and my wife. That's really wrong. There's no need to do that. And my kids, for that matter, and extended family members. There's people who've taken pictures of my extended family members and reposted them and said all these horrible things, you know. But for me, it's not my job. And there's a few times where I slipped up and I shouldn't have done that and gone at people. But for the most part, I've held my calm, and I said, I give to the Lord. Y'all, everyone's going to be dealt with one way or the other, myself included, good or bad. You see. So no, don't worry about that. If you piss me off, you know, as long as you apologize, be good. I'm big on that. As long as you apologize, you know, I'll forgive, and it's all good. We move on. Okay. All right. But you ain't gonna do it anyway. You good. I think we'll super chat. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's finish this up, everybody.
They should have. I'm saying that to say, know your case yourself. Don't leave it up to them. Still let her take point. Let her take point. But let her know what's up with the comp ed, because they never serviced my son. They owe me comp ed time. Because see what happens with the attorneys, they'll be working on 20 special ed cases at the same time. Everybody's lazy, right? So they're going to look at their 20 cases and say, which ones I want to give the most attention to, and which ones I'm just going to settle real quick and get them off my table. Make sure you're the one getting the attention, not the one that's going to settle. Take my number.
Okay. That's pretty funny right there. Shoemaker of the North Philly Shoemakes. All right. Right on, Banks. You all right. All right, here we go.
Because what you might have to do is you might have to send me a copy of your son's record, and I go over it with you to tell you what I would do, what I believe your attorney need to be doing for you. And if they're not doing it, you need to make them doing it. And if they ain't doing it, you drop them, you do it yourself. The good thing about special ed, you can fight for your child without an attorney. That's the good thing. Yeah. So 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. Yeah. So lock me in. This is his last year. Toya, I'm sorry. Sister Toya, pleased to meet you.
God.
Now, the fact he going to a new school, right? Same
Umar, just he got to keep it going anyway.
district.
Correct.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here's where my dilemma is with your son's case. There's a lot we can do.
I'm calling you so you know who I am, because I have 302 numbers.
I got you. Now, you from Philly, though?
I'm from New York.
You from New York.
Okay, New York. Okay, we were saying New Jersey earlier. New York.
All right, you doubt me?
Yes. I think it went to voicemail.
Automatically?
Yes.
Why did that happen? 302-252.
Yes.
Let me save you.
Why did that happen? Umar already said he don't answer the phone. He only look at the text messages. This guy, he's such a scammer.
Son. I know you get a lot of calls.
Yeah, I always put the city. But you in Wilmington now.
Correct. I don't live too far. I'm on my way to get an oil change, actually.
Okay.
But I ride past here with hopes.
Oh, we going to finish. Here's the thing, Queen.
I didn't hear that when I saw this years ago. She said, I drive by every day with the hopes of, man, this is so sad. It gets worse, though. Did y'all hear that hit the one?
All right, you doubt me?
Yes. I think it went to voicemail.
Automatically?
Yes.
Why did that happen? 302-252.
Yes.
Let me save you.
Autistic son. I know you get a lot of calls.
Yeah, I always put the city. But you in Wilmington now.
Correct. I don't live too far. I'm on my way to get an oil change, actually.
Okay.
You guys catch this? This woman moved to Wilmington. And she, in the beginning of the video, she stated that she had been waiting for 3 years for Umar to open up the school for her son, who's autistic. She's not from Wilmington. She moved there. See, this is what I mean by real life consequences because of this scam. That's huge. She's moving to another state with an autistic son. She's already struggling already because Umar makes this promise that he's going to open up this school. Remember, he had been saying that the school was going to open. He said 2013, and he said 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Then in 2019, he acquires the property. This video that we're watching is from 2021. This lady says she's been waiting 3 years. So even before he purchased the trap banners in Wilmington, she had already been waiting, but she ends up moving to Wilmington after Umar acquires these abandoned buildings in February of 2019. And then she waits and she continues to wait. And this video is December 12th, 2021. And there's still no school. And now we're in 2024 and there's still no school. And it can't be stated any other way, Katie. It's a shame. This is the worst video that I've ever seen dealing with Umar because it's impacting not only a mother who's struggling, but also a child who's autistic. Let's continue. We're going to finish it up right here.
Yeah.
But I ride past here with hopes.
Oh, we going to finish. Here's the thing, Queen. Here's the
He says she rides by there every day that the hope that basically the school's going to open.
thing. We're going to finish. That ain't the issue. It's when. You feel me? Because I'm at the mercy of my contractors because I'm not licensed.
Here he go. Now he's making excuses. Goes right into excuse making. It's damn near 5 years or almost 6 years that he's had the buildings in his possession and still haven't. Yeah, no. Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, that's half a decade. My goodness. And you know, Cook Crush said it's gone by like this, hasn't it? I mean, I picked up a degree during that time. This is wild. It's gone by like this, but it's 5 years. That's a long time. 5 years. A person can totally transform their life in 5 years. And there's no end in sight. Information man, we were talking about this yesterday. This could go for another 5 years. And this is just one side of the street. And then another 10 for the other side. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this going on for 24, 25 years, going all the way back to 2010? It's possible. And here we are in 2024, the middle of 2024, and there's still no school. Yeah, that's sad. That is so very sad.
Since plumber, electric, HVAC. As you can see, the schools are in great shape. If you walk in there right now, you'll feel like we could start school today. But guess what?
We know that that's not true because we saw video, the most recent video, the interior with Maria, and it looks horrible in there. And that video is what, a year and 10 months after this video? Anyway.
The HVAC ain't there.
Excuse me. That video is 2 years. 2 years and I think 8 months later. Umar, he lies so much. Yeah, if you just put lies in there when you know he lying, okay, for the rest of it, we almost done. Here we go.
Well, I mean, if you know people, they got to be licensed.
They are.
But if
my friend, he just opened a nightclub in downtown Wilmington.
What's his name?
Well, it's not under his name.
Right, but what is his name?
His name is Dixon.
Okay. Well,
He's
here's the
from
thing.
Philly as well.
You have my number.
Oh,
If you know of any brothers who do electric, HVAC, or plumbing, please send them to me. Okay. I'm gonna have them walk in. First of all, our electric is just about done. You feel me? We had a contractor, but we had to fire him because they were still in out the school and not getting the work done. So the electric, we only need a little bit more. Plumbing, we just.
These are black electricians too. There was a whole backstory to this. If you guys remember, hit the one. This is from back in the day. This guy lies so much. Yeah, it sounds like it to me. I don't want to say that, but that's what it sounded like to me. I just didn't want to say it. All right. Yeah. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. After the HVAC, they need teachers, instructional material. We need desks. we need water fountains, family. We need, he started naming animals. Penguins. We need alligators. We need, Umar.
Just need a little bit, right? HVAC is the big thing, but I have an HVAC. I'm just waiting on him to give me the word to put our unit on top of the school. We should have did it last month, but he's real busy, so I understand that. But here's our big challenge. Because the Marcus Garvey Elementary School is 25.
He blames everybody. Now it's the HVAC guy. He just blames everyone. Yeah, he started talking about the black pig. That took me out when Umar said black pigs. He said they're going to have an FDMG farm. I'm not making it up. He said it's going to be an FDMG farm, family, and we're going to have pigs. And then he couldn't say pigs because it is not black. He goes, it's black pigs. I said, oh, my God. I said, but this is what I mean. We were talking about earlier. This guy, he's a fantasy land. you know, and it just keeps going. His imagination is something else. After seeing his room in that video, I bet those buildings are in great shape compared to. No, I would agree with that. At least the smaller schools, the small, what he calls a small school, definitely. And but really, I mean, if you think about it, his living conditions when he flipped the phone is like hoarder. I mean, there was trash stacked up against the walls, and it was really, really bad. The thing is, Banks, we can't, if we use that as the baseline, I don't see anything being worse than that. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you can walk into an abandoned building and it's going to look better than that. But the truth of the matter is that the interior of the small, what he calls a small school, is in much better condition than what his room looked like when he accidentally flipped that phone. But that being said, Banks, I can't say that about the other side of the street. See, I'm going to speculate here. Umar hasn't shown, I used to think that he probably already sold that side of the street. That's why he doesn't go over there anymore. But he hasn't showed that other side of the street and done a walkthrough in over 4 years. Think about that. For about 4.5 years now. I'm talking about a tour. No tour, no nothing. He'll walk by it, he'll talk about it, but he don't go in there. But here's the thing. And this is speculation. I would not be surprised if Umar had taken a lot of the trash and junk and you know, stuff that was inside of the small gym and junk and trash and stuff that was inside of the small school and just took it across the street and put it into what he calls a large school. I would not be surprised by that at all. In other words, if there's like, you know, broke down equipment that he couldn't get rid of, or he didn't want to get another dumpster for. I've only seen one dumpster out there in 5 years. So where's all this stuff going? And there was trash all over the place, broken down stuff, broken down, just anything you can think of that would be inside of a school. It was in there. I would not be surprised as Umar has worked through getting the smaller school, that side of the street, get it cleaned up more and more, that he's taken at least some of that trash and junk and stuff that he's going to be throwing out and just taking and go putting it on the other side of the street, because that's what hoarders do. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that is what has happened, but I'm speculating. Whenever I do speculation, I'll tell people in advance. What I'm saying that if we look at his room, when he flipped that phone and how he holds on to junk and trash, I would not be surprised if Umar didn't say in his mind, say, you know, I might be able to use that, you know, later, or I can, so we're going to take that across the street because we might be able to use that later, and just accumulate stuff all over there. And I'm sure that side of the street probably looks like a hoarder situation over there. I've only seen one dumpster, you know, where the dumpsters they drop off, the company will drop it off, and you just fill it up and they'll pick it up in 2 or 3 days. Only seen one in 5 years. And thanks for the super chat too. Lenon, you're onto something there. Lots of paint days, a demo day of sorts. Where is it if you didn't get a dumpster? Yeah. See, if I pull up a video of the tour, and see, if I do these retrospective videos, we're definitely going to be doing the tours when they didn't have electricity on. And you guys look, anybody remember that? And you look at how much trash and junk. It was so bad in there that people had to step over stuff to get through. I'm not joking about this. This is not hyperbole. There were times where people would step on something and they'll do, oh, and Umar would say, oh, watch your step, watch your step. He would have needed dumpsters and dumpsters for an extended period of time in order to get all the trash and junk up out of these buildings. You all think that he did so? I don't think so. I don't think so, because he's a hoarder. Yeah, watch Umar do a video tomorrow and upload it when he's walking through there. He wouldn't dare, because we will be on it. Okay. All right, we really need to finish this up because I was supposed to do an hour. We're at an hour and 50 minutes, but we're almost done with this video. And I want to show Umar in the tub, that video that someone had asked for earlier, and then we'll be done. Here we go.
5% of the size of this. This is the granddaddy. That right there is a modern gymnasium. You understand? So once we get this high school ready, we can do anything we want. We'll be the largest independent black school in the country. We'll be the only independent black school in 2000. Once we're ready, it's Wakanda. But we got
it's Wakanda.
You know anybody?
Your city is, so everybody I know is from Philly.
Okay. I didn't know it was that many Philly people.
No, I don't. live
got you.
here.
I got you.
don't
I
stay
got you.
here.
I got you.
Like,
I see
need
what you're
you-
saying.
I
You're
need
connected
to
to
go where
Philly.
I'm going.
I got you.
And
I got you.
20 years off and on here.
I got you.
Yeah, now real quick, head movies is this is the thing. A Black Dot did a video to talk about Umar years ago, and he was saying how Umar's not a scammer, but it's just he's head moving. In other words, that he's it's a mental health issue. He's half white. He's half right. Excuse me. Umar is not dealing with. It's not just that he's dealing with head movies. He's also a scammer with the intent to scam. He was raised that way, and I'll leave it at that. Here we go.
But talk to them brothers. Give them my number. Say,
Okay.
Dr. Umar is still trying to get his schools done in Delaware. Would you mind coming taking a look and see if you can help him? That's it. They text me, I'll meet them, they walk through, they can do it or they can't. And if they can't do it, they give me a price, and if I can live with it, we rock. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the black contractors, they have been a curse.
I know.
They have been a curse.
I know.
They overcharge you, they don't do
Don't
their
show
work
up.
on
I
time,
know.
they don't show up.
But this one guy, he has Mexicans.
I don't care who he
I
got.
know.
As long as he can get the job. At this point, I don't give a damn if they purple. You can bring me some bring me a electrician. I don't give a damn if they work. If they're gonna finish my damn school, because
Yeah, I don't. They edited that part out, and I don't have the original video. I could probably find it, but it would take some research in order to find it. It may not be online anymore, but I wonder what he actually said there. There's no telling if they edited it out.
damn if they purple. You can bring me some bring me a electrician. I don't give a damn if they work.
Oh, I know what he said there. Yeah. Listen, I'll listen. This is what he said. Is that even how you? I don't even know if that's. Here, I'll just put it inside chat room. That's what. Wait, no, that's not even it. It's. Let me see. It's. Yeah, there it is, right there. Okay, we'll leave it at that. That's hate speech. I don't want to be saying that. But anyway, here we go.
If they're gonna finish my damn school, because depending on our people, we'll never get done.
Oh, that's you.
My bad. I dodged you by accident. Okay.
Yeah. That's what
You
he
see what I'm
said.
saying?
That's what he said. Swagonito. Umar, he a trip.
At this
He a trip.
point, I'm exhausted with the blacks. Black folk.
Black people, the people that gave you all this millions of dollars.
I hate to say it. If I gotta wait on my people, I don't know if it's gonna get done. I've tried. This whole 3 years, the reason it's taking us so long is I'm trying to give the money to our people because.
Oh, did he really, Sigmund? Let's go back. And I don't want to fixate on this, but let me go back because I want to see if he actually said that.
But we got
Your
if you know anybody,
your city is, everybody I know is from Philly.
there is a modern gymnasium. We need a little bit more. Plumbing, but we got need them, they walk through, they can do it or they can't. And if they can't do it, they give me a price, and if I can live with it, show up.
But this one guy, he has Mexicans.
I don't care who he got.
know.
As long as he can get the job. At this point, I don't give a damn if they purple. You can bring me some bring me a electrician. I don't give a damn if they work. If they're gonna finish my damn school.
Whoa, wait a minute. No, he didn't say that. There's no way. That's way too out there. Hold on.
As long as he can get the job. At this point, I don't give a damn if they purple. You can bring me some bring me a electrician. I don't give a damn if they work. If they're gonna finish.
Damn. He did just say that. I gotta get. I wonder if the original copy is on his Instagram page, y'all. Umar is so reckless. Yeah, Sigmund, you called it. I mean, I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. The truth is the truth. Damn, this guy, he's so reckless. Let's finish this up because I'm supposed to be done 50 minutes ago. Here we go.
My damn school, because depending on our people, we'll never get done.
Oh, that's you.
My bad. I dodged you by accident. Okay. You see what I'm saying? At this point, I'm exhausted with the blacks. Black folk. I hate to say it. If I gotta wait on my people, I don't know if it's gonna get done. I've tried. This whole 3 years, the reason it's taking us so long is I'm trying to give the money to our people because the money was raised by our people. But at this point, bring me the Mexicans, bring me an Ecuadorian, bring me a Korean, a Vietnamese. I don't want I need this school done by September 10th. This side of the street, I need it done by September 10th. And you know what's so sad? It's only 3 weeks worth of work in there. Do you hear what I'm telling you? 3 weeks.
Here we go. Here we go. He's such a liar. 3 weeks of work left to be done. This is in 2021. You mean to tell me he couldn't get 3 weeks worth of work done? Basically, let's say January of 2022. This video is from December 12th of 2021. Let's just say 2022. To start 2022, we got 2020 going to 2023, 2024. You mean to tell me he couldn't get all that work done during that time? 3 weeks? This guy, he's a habitual liar. That's all he do is lie. And he just keeps going. No shame.
This ain't no big project. If I had a committed electrician and plumber, that school be done probably by New Year's Day. That's how little it is, Queen. It ain't much. But I get my hopes up. I think I found somebody. They never show up. Think I found somebody. I pay them. They run off with the money. You see what I'm saying? That has been. I'm gonna write a whole book on this.
He's lying again. Listen, the truth of the matter. This guy lies so much. I really think he's insane. I really think so.
So sad. It's only 3 weeks worth of work in there. Do you hear what I'm telling you? 3 weeks. This ain't no big project. If I had a committed electrician and plumber, that school be done probably by New Year's Day. That's how little it is, Queen. It ain't much. But I get my hopes up. I think I found somebody. They never show up. Think I found somebody. I pay them. They run off with the money. You see what I'm saying? That has been. I'm gonna write a whole book on this. I got a Bible-sized biography on building FDMG. I'm telling you.
He's just lying. He ain't wrote no book either.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If I was Mexican, being who I am in our community, that school would have been done the first year. If I was any other race, they would have said, ain't no way in hell our kids is catching the hell they catching. And this man got 2 modern schools that only need 3 weeks worth of work and they not done yet. It's a testament to black folks. See, the haters try to make it me. It ain't me. Y'all know what I need. You see what I'm saying? Y'all jealous.
He never takes personal accountability for anything. This is the narcissism. It's everyone else's fault, always and forever. Always and forever. That's one all-time classic. Y'all know who did that? Each one. Anyway.
And we self-hating. We don't want to see each other win. So even though our boys need this school, you got a lot of Negroes who don't want me at the front because I'm already at the front. So if I get the school, then I'm really at the front. So you see what I'm saying? But it's not about me. They keep looking at me. Think about the boys who are going to benefit from this. But we're not used to building institutions. Think about it. What do we really have that we can call our own besides daycares and barbershops and beauty salons? We don't build supermarkets. We don't build.
Yeah, the banks. We don't. He does the same spiel every time, but he ain't built the doggone thing.
Build banks. We don't build distribution. We don't build. See? You understand? We cool with the restaurants, barbershops, and nail salons, and ain't nothing wrong with those. But we need real institutions. Where are hospitals at? All these black people dying from COVID. All these black doctors.
There has to be a mental illness for somebody who lies about something for over a day. Yeah, I agree. There has to be. That's not normal behavior. And it's not just lying about one thing. He lies about one thing and then he lies about something else to cover up something else, that thing, and then he just keeps, it just goes forever. I mean, we can go back and just look, because even the first thing that I remember, well, really the first thing he said, he didn't have enough money, but he had more than enough money to open up a school. So that's a lie. But then at a certain point, February 2000, when they start issuing refunds, he had to do something. So he gets these trap bandos, which are literally a mile away, 1.1 mile away from a level 5 prison, maximum security prison, in the middle of the hood. And the buildings are a dilapidated state. The EPA classified them as brownfield callous sites and suggested that the city tear them down. Matter of fact, when the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, came through, they started their analysis of that area. It's called Brandywine District. They started it before Umar purchased the trap bandos. But from my memory, they didn't finish the report until after he purchased the trap bandos. But see, I have a sense that, and don't quote me, because I would have to actually go back and I could actually go pull it up right now and go look and see. But it's very clear to me that K-12, they wanted to get rid of it because they knew that it was in a dilapidated state and that it was a biohazard. And so they just sold it to Umar for cheap, $400,000. He said it was $13 million when they did the renovations initially. So he lies about he doesn't have enough money, but he finally pays $400,000 for these trap banners. And then he said that the first phase was acquisition, which took 9 years. The second phase was restoration, which is renovations. He's in the 5 years and over 5 years for that already. But remember, a lot of people forget, Umar was holding off on starting renovations, and people kept asking, when are renovations going to start? When are renovations? And what he comes up with, and it's just a swagger, it's just another lie. Well, we have to find the blueprints. We can't start until we find the blueprints. And the city can't find the blueprints. Well, that's all digital these days. I mean, you can get printed out the actual blueprints that are in paper format. You know, they have this real big, but the point is that you can look at that digitally. That wouldn't hamper renovation starting. So that becomes a lie that Umar tells, but then he starts telling lies on top of that. And see, what ends up happening in the timeline is as soon as he gets to the point where he can no longer go with that lie, he has to come up with something different. So at a certain point, he can't just keep saying, you know, we're trying to get the blueprints, because how long is that going to take? So finally, he said he got the blueprints. He never showed them to anybody. But then when he gets the blueprints, it's something else. There's another reason why we can't start renovations, or we're trying to start renovations, but we're trying to find the right people, or the contractors. We're trying to find the right contractors. So then when he finally starts to find, quote unquote, find people, now it's just, here we go with some more lies. The electricians, they were stealing from the school. These are professional electricians too. Black. I remember this whole fiasco. But then he tells lies about these guys that they ran off with the money. He said that the people that was doing the HVAC was running off with the money too. It's always something to cover up a lie about a lie about a lie. There has to be a mental illness associated with that. Pathological liar. Well, that's Umar. On top of other things too, narcissism and the need for praise and the need and the self-aggrandizing, and he can never do anything wrong. It's always someone else's fault, and he plays the victim whenever he's called to task. This time, that's all mental health issue. And it's not just one. It's a whole bunch of stuff that this guy's dealing with, and he's been lying for over a decade. But it's not just one. It's lies stacked on top of lies on top of lies, like Wakanda fries, and it's been going on now for 14 years, and it's still going. Yeah, whatever. Here we go, De Niro. I told you to change your thing a long time ago. I don't understand why people, come on. I didn't even mean to click on you. I was trying to click on the one above. I was trying to click on this one. 12 million renovations, but after EPA report is worthless. Yeah. But here, De Niro Jones got to do this. Why? Just come on. Can you do that for me? You know, just do it. Matter of fact, just do it for a month. Okay, and just, hey, listen, Lynn, I did do this. I was at the countdown. We're gonna go for a month. All right, let's finish it up. Here we go.
They not even think about, but we are comfortable living off of white folks as long as they pay us well. If you pay a Negro well, he'll never do nothing for himself.
Yeah,
let a white man give a Negro $100,000 a year job, they will never think of doing nothing for themselves. Failing to realize that money.
What is he talking about? This guy. Yeah, you're right, Derek. You're absolutely right about that. He did say it. I'm trying to find the original video right now. Hold on.
Might be a lot to you. It's nothing to him.
Right.
And money doesn't compare to power. We need power. You can only get power by owning your own. That's why I want to teach our boys. Once we open, it's going to be off the hook. It's going to be off the hook. But yeah, if you know anybody who do the work,
I will reach out.
Yeah, have them text me. Have them text me.
It was nice meeting you.
Likewise. You got my number?
Can I take a picture?
Sure. You want to do it at the Rock, or you want to do it at the door?
I look terrible. I just want a picture of you.
Oh, you don't want to be in it? Do a selfie.
I look terrible.
You look fine. Woman, cut it out. Black woman, y'all better stop self-criticizing. Now I'm wondering.
Look who's talking.
If we stand
all
here,
you do is talk mess about
or
black.
you want to do the red, black, green?
Yeah.
Let's do the red, black, green.
Isn't that deep? He trying to tell her not to self-criticize, which is a statement of power on his part. But all he do is criticize black women for your weave and dating outside the race, and you got the nails and all this kind of thing. Umar, he a trip.
But yeah, we you know.
Yeah, brother.
Every time I come here, it's a happy moment, but it's solemn, you know, because I want to be done. And at this point with this small school, it ain't even about the money. It's about responsible work. It ain't even about the money.
What?
It's about responsible work.
This guy lies so much. Not about the money.
Woman, you got to do this. Get in here. I need another picture of me. I got a million of those. Bring your camera up. This King Kong consciousness. We at FDMG. Just had a live consult with the parent. Y'all saw it. Just had a live consult. Why is it live? Somebody asked the stupid question.
Oh, here we go.
They said, why is the consult live? The consult is live because there's other parents who needed the information. I wish we think twice before we ask dumbass questions. I wish we think twice before we ask dumbass questions. I wish we think twice before we ask dumbass questions, brothers and sisters. That was a mother who rolled up and I gave her instant consultation. Lawyers would have charged a couple $100. Lawyers would have charged a couple $100, brothers and sisters. We got to get FDMG up and running. We got to get the most honorable Marcus Garvey Elementary School up and running. We got to get the most honorable Frederick Douglass, the most honorable Frederick Douglass High School up and running, brothers and sisters. Okay? We got to understand, overstand, and understand we at war, brothers and sisters.
There you go. Understand, overstand, understand, whatever.
We got to understand, overstand, and understand we at war, brothers and sisters.
We almost done. This guy is weird. He's such a weirdo. Look at him. We got 700 people to be. Y'all hit the like button. We got to wind this out, close down. Thank y'all so much. Good Chat's Undefeated.
Y'all got to help me cross the finish line. September 10th, we must have the school, small gym ready. September 10th, we must have the small gym, small school ready, brothers and sisters.
No, just dance. Do the gigolo.
We got to get it done, brothers and sisters. We got to get it done, brothers and sisters. We got to finish the game. Jonathan Davis, you cooning this morning. Okay, Johnny boy.
Here we go, block party.
Let me get rid of Johnny boy real quick. Johnny boy tried to come in with some... You beta males is horrible. I hope ain't no black women dating none of you coons. I hope it ain't no black women dating none of these coons, because
Umar, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Some of y'all horrible. I hope ain't no woman giving y'all no cookies. Lord. Black women, my beautiful African queens, please don't fake no cookies with these beta males. I know.
Here he go. He always got to go here. Every time. Every time.
Sometimes you be feeling a little frisky and you got your needs and all, sisters, but please don't bake no cookies with these beta males. Please. Please. No cookies with the beta males. I'm out here, Ifatunde Avenue, Dr. Papa Boulevard. You feel me? We working. Shout out to Washington, D.C., who came through showing me the love. Pittsburgh, you coming up soon. St. Louis, Missouri, I will see you on Sunday, January the 16th. St. Louis, Missouri, I will see you Sunday, January the 16th. St. Louis, Missouri, I will see you Sunday, January the 16th. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Saturday, January the 15th. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Saturday, January the 15th. I will not be going to Scottsdale on the 17th. I'll be going somewhere else. New location coming soon. DeSoto, Texas, January the 29th. DeSoto, Texas, January the 29th. DeSoto, Texas, January the 29th. Shreveport, Louisiana, first time ever, January the 30th. Shreveport, Louisiana, first time ever, January the 30th.
Yeah,
Shreveport, Louisiana, first time ever, January.
Yeah, he's about money and cookies, but also power. We talked about that, the dynamics of a cult leader. It's about money, it's about sex, and it's about power. We're going to be getting more into that. I'll make sure I have some sort of a PowerPoint, not even a PowerPoint. No, I'll do it in PowerPoint, but then I'll export it in PDF format. And we can start learning about cult personalities, how cults are formed, what makes a cult, and we should also get into narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder, different personality traits associated with narcissism. Okay, we're almost done. It's almost at the end. I was trying to find this video unedited, but it's not up here. So it's probably been expunged from the internet.
January the 30th, Flint, Michigan. Y'all ain't never found me no location, Flint. Flint, Michigan, y'all ain't never found me no location, Flint. If you can't find me no location, I can. Kalamazoo, Michigan, where the location at? If you ain't, I'm not looking. You live there, you find it. If you want the Garvey grenade to invade your city, if you want the Garvey grenade to invade your city, find the location, brothers and sisters. Find the location. New York City, January 12th, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad Earth Day tribute. New York City, January the 12th, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad Earth Day tribute. So we got Pittsburgh in January. We got Minneapolis in January. We got St. Louis in January. We got DeSoto in January. We got Shreveport in January. I need some Mississippi. Jackson will be coming up probably February. But I've only been to Jackson. Where else can I go in Mississippi? I need some new Mississippi. My Mississippi queens, where y'all at? Where my Mississippi queens at? I need to go to some uncharted Mississippi territory. I need to go to some uncharted Mississippi territory, brothers and sisters. Alabama, I ain't been to Alabama like that. I ain't been to Mississippi like that. I ain't been to Arkansas like that. And I'm blaming y'all because y'all not finding the places we can organize and mobilize and energize the people. You understand me? I'm doing my job. You got to do your job. You want a Black Parent Boot Camp? Find the location. You want a Black Parent Boot Camp? Find the location. You want a free lecture? Find the location.
Okay. All right. Thanks for all super chat. I just want to show one last thing here.
I'm just checking the text messages.
Let me pull this up here, and then we'll be done. And thanks everyone for tuning on in. We're going to do a live stream tomorrow during the day. I'm not sure. I doubt the evening though, because
where in Shreveport
kicks in. Derek says, "Don't give beta males the cookies." While I know, right? Yeah, Umar, he will call people beta males all day, but he'll live in his mama closet and ask for money for 14 years for a school that does not exist. That's wild. Okay, let me pull this up, and then we'll be done. I thought I had it already, but I think I closed the tab. He was in, I want to say he was in Japan. It may have been in China. No, it was Japan, because I have it archived as Umar Japanese bad. And this is something I was referring to earlier, and I told people I would play it. So I'll do that now, and then we're going to be done for today. All right. Here we go. Let me do a screen share. And thanks, everyone. Thanks to the mods for handling business, too. Thanks for everyone sending super chats, Cash Apps, and PayPal. I always appreciate the support. And like I said, I'll be more consistent here on YouTube. We'll be getting into other topics, too. I still got to start with the Jay Morris. I'm supposed to do that last month. Here's a screen share right here. And this just is another example of, Umar has no intention of opening up a school. He's traveling all over the place, including in Japan. And this is what he was doing and how he was behaving while he was out there. Let's take a quick look.
Peace and love, Black families. The Prince of Pan Africanism coming to you live and direct. Nagoya, Japan. Taking me a nice Japanese bath. Getting ready for tonight's power lecture here in Nagoya. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters who came out yesterday in Tokyo. I thoroughly enjoyed you. Prince of Pan Africanism can't wait to come back in August. You feel me? To politic with y'all, eating some more. But we're here in Nagoya on the top of the roof. Hotel, the sun is out. Land of the rising sun. Good air, good heat, good temperature. I'm just getting my Bruce Leroy on right now. I'm just getting my Bruce Leroy on right now outside of the Japanese spa.
Yeah, trying to be steady.
Nice scenery. You know what I mean? A lot of nice scenery here. You know,
that ain't nothing nice about. Look at
this nice place.
I don't mean to be this way, but this is not. It's just not. Okay, look at this. Whom I really think he Big Papa.
To balance and meditate. About to take a nice Buddhist meditation. Nice trance.
He just making his Buddhist meditation.
Transcendental meditation. let it all, let it all just fall out, free the mind of any issue.
Some people ain't never seen this. I'm so sorry, Queens. With love, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I should have did some sort of a forewarned you guys or something. Well, this chat room is a mess. Yeah, tub all moldy. This is an old video. Anybody remember this when he was in Japan? I can't remember what year it was. He was in Japan and China. It had to have been about this was, I think it was before 2019. Someone know if you can remind me, let me know. Okay, I can't remember. I can find out though. But here we go.
Nice deep meditation. Y'all know how it go. Shout out to North Philly. Shout out to the Brooklyn family, the Harlem family, the Bronx family, the Queens family, the Long Island, the Staten Island, the money earning Mount Vernon family.
Well, this place is not clean at all. I don't mean to be like that, but it's not.
Y'all will see me June 2nd, of course. You feel me? Shout out to
You're right. Wait a minute, Sigmund, you're absolutely right. Camera just be all over the place. Here we go.
Detroit family, National Independent Black Parent Association training conference. Looking forward to seeing y'all then.
Get out you got one little slit to look through, one slit of bamboo to look through. And look at this. He's talking, we're gonna do a Buddhist meditation family, and the Big Papa this, and he up here in the middle of the city on top of the roof. Come on now. He acting like he out in the wilderness or something. Nah, bro.
Looking forward to seeing y'all then. There's a shot of the city, Nagoya. We on rooftop, doing it the way the Prince of Pan Africanism does it. You feel me?
You really think he's doing it?
Just resting the aching bones. I work hard for the people. And on behalf of all those brothers and sisters out there who can't refresh, who can't take a break, I'm taking a break for them. You feel me? So it's
the nerve of this guy. He collects millions of dollars talking about, I'm gonna take a break for y'all because y'all can't. So for all y'all who can, that's what I'm.
It's not about me. It's about we.
It is all about him. That's why he's feeling himself like this. It's crazy. This guy's a narcissist.
I'm doing this on behalf of all you brothers and sisters out there struggling who can't take a break.
Listen, you ain't gonna catch me up in there. It's not gonna happen because I'm real tidy like that. I got a problem. I just can't. There's no way.
Prince of Pan Africanism is doing the spa.
Yeah, he said
he's doing the spa real big for you.
For you. He's doing it for you. Swerve girl, he's doing it for you. Got a little princess. I'm just messing with y'all. He's doing this for you. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Everything gonna be all right. I know he's doing it for Erica for sure. Okay, here we go. I'm just playing. Here we go.
You feel me? So it's a real nice spa. Nice meditation.
Boy, this place is not clean. I've been to Japan, and I've been to a place like this, but it wasn't like this. It was pristine clean. That's the thing about over in Japan. They take pride in stuff. It's incredible. The streets be clean. Even people who are homeless, they have a level of reverence for the homeless people. That's incredible. And the homeless people, they never approach you and ask for anything. They'll stand there with their heads down, and people are automatically acknowledge it, and they'll give them some money, and it's they don't even make eye contact. You're not even supposed to really make eye contact out there either. It's interesting, the cultural thing. But I've been to a place like this, and it was, when I say pristine clean, like I ain't never seen nothing like that. From the time you get into the parking lot to the time you get in there, everything is just pristine, incredible. Yeah, these are probably these are probably like motels, but where I went, it was like a whole big thing. And then there's this one area you go out, and it's not even, it's a pool, but there's like waterfalls that come down, and then there's the the edge of it, it's not like a mountain, but you look over and it's like the top of this hill that goes way down, and you can just see the nature. I mean, it was. I said, man, I ain't never been no place like that, but it was clean. It was so clean, I couldn't believe it. But this spot right here, that's not what's happening. Look at that. I wouldn't be up in here.
You know, take a little shower after you spa up. So, you know, we getting it in Prince of Pan Africanism style. You know, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. You know, just a little Buddhist meditation, little ninja meditation, little samurai meditation. You know what I mean? You know how we do. So, the water is nice and warm. You feel me? It's nice and warm. I'm loving it. I've enjoyed it. I'm back on.
God is such a weird. He's so weird. Watch his face. That was one of my favorite games back in the day with Ninja Gaiden. It was my favorite for a while, but that was one of my favorites. All the original Nintendo games. It was groundbreaking in my opinion.
Warm. I'm loving it.
They had the cut scenes, and it was really, really awesome. Here we go. Look at this guy. Why did he do that?
I've enjoyed it. I'm not gonna waste it. Kid being here too long. Brother Mario, the host, gonna be picking me up so we could go and meet the African brothers and sisters here in Nagoya, Japan. You feel me? Go pick me up in a couple hours. So just take a little warm Japanese salt bath. You feel me?
Now it's a salt bath. It's just that the water's all sour. That's what it is.
We gonna get ready for the power lunch. You feel me? Shout out to all my Garveyites, all my race verse renegades out there. You know what I mean? All those who ride with Team Pan African and the Parent Association. You feel me?
Fortune cookies, that's not Japan, that's China, right? I could be wrong. I don't think they do fortune cookies in Japan, Black Mario. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. He said water is nice and warm, my stomach nice and queasy. All right, let's finish. Oh man, I can't believe we went this long. Here we go. It's like old times.
So we're going to China day after tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do some sightseeing here in Nagoya, some sightseeing. And then we're going to China. Shanghai and Beijing.
What's up, Naeem? I ain't seen you in a minute. Naeem's a Japanese sauna, bath, Buddhist, Taoist, Kempo, samurai, Bushido meditation. It's everything. Right? He throw everything
I
on.
will see you in a minute. Shanghai and Beijing. I will see you in a minute. But just wanted to let the family know I made it safely to Nagoya. All is well.
Y'all know it's ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Just get the little meditation.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
You know, cleansing myself of all that.
This isn't the only time that he's done something like this either. The conscious stripper, it was fascinating. I could find it, but it's fascinating. She found a picture of Umar inside of like a what are those things called? It's not the pool, but they got the other little side thing, the hot tub thing. You know what I'm talking about? And the tiling is like white and blue in the background. And then she found a picture of Umar Johnson's daddy from back in the day, and he's sitting in the same position in a hot tub with the towel that's blue and white. And I said, wow. And if anyone, I guarantee ain't nobody seen that. When anyone's seen that, hit the 1. Matter of fact, hit the 1, 2, and the 3. Okay. I could find the actual picture. I have it. The Starting 5 podcast, that's a nice title too, man. I like that. Especially if you're doing NBA, that's nice. The Starting 5 podcast, Prince of Japan. Yeah, Japan Africanism. Spending, what are you saying here? Spending Jing money on them bathhouses again. This ain't the first time, though. Yeah, it's a jacuzzi. Is that what it's called? I'm sorry. You know, you get old, you can't remember stuff. It was a jacuzzi, and Umar's sitting there, and his dad, and there's different jacuzzis, and it's from different time periods. And I was shocked when I saw that. I thought it was like Photoshop, but it's not. The conscious stripper, she put that picture out there. Yeah, see, ain't nobody, only like one person actually seen that, but I have it. I can find it. I think for the super chat, and that's an awesome name. You got a good branding there too. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, let's finish this up. Then we're gonna be done. It's almost over with. Here we go.
North American hate. Y'all know how it goes.
Okay.
But we just chilling right now. Probably hit y'all with a live feed in a minute when I get back to the room. Probably hit y'all with a live feed. I know how that go. All right. Sisters said they're ready for that for sisters only.
He needs to.
Relationships and dating book. So I gotta get that for sisters only relationships and dating book ready for the queens. We're gonna get it popping.
You ain't got time for that.
So I'm gonna sign out, get my Bruce Leroy on, and I'll be back with y'all momentarily. Race first, unify or die, Pan Africanism or perish. Spreading the good gospel of Garveyism
Danny
to the four corners of the earth, like no other scholar of the 21st century has done. Facts.
Facts. All right. Yeah, only two people seen that. Danny and I can't remember who the other person was. I actually have the JPEG. I can find it, but maybe if I find it, I'll pull it up tomorrow. So we will live stream during the day. I got to figure out which video we're going to cover. There's two that I want to choose from, and it'll be earlier on in the day. And I want to thank everyone for tuning on. I sincerely hope that people are enjoying these live streams. I know I haven't been consistent like I used to be, and I want to do better. I put up a poll, and most people said overwhelmingly, they said you don't got to change anything. So I appreciate that. But tomorrow I will be back with another live. I want to thank everyone inside the Cookie Crush chat. Okay, you guys were really the people who make this show go. And it's good to see people. Some of the people I ain't seen in a long time. I want to just express my appreciation for you joining us during this live stream today. I want to thank all the mods too for handling business, as you guys always do. And of course, I want to thank everyone who sent in super chats, cash apps, and PayPal. I always appreciate the support, and I really do appreciate it. Okay. Please enjoy the rest of the evening, and I'll talk with y'all tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Well, it'll be on days where I don't have to work. Tomorrow, I'll be able to do one during the day, but I won't be able to do one in the evening time. Okay, so today I didn't have to work, so I can do one during the day and the evening time. And so my schedule, I'm going to go based on my work schedule, but you guys can expect more consistent live streaming on my days off when I can. Okay. Thank y'all again so much. I really do appreciate y'all, and I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all very, very soon. Okay, take care. Peace.